program of mine.
One weird thing here, or weird to me, when I start Gamecaster, when I start my stream, it's like, what do you want to title the stream? What category do you want to stream under? Whereas I just click start streaming on OBS, it's like, cool, go.
Oh, yep. That's interesting. The Gamecaster does that, yeah.
Oh,
yeah, I just set my title manually on Twitch dashboard.
Okay, I'll do this then. Wooly says hello, by the way.
Hello, Wooly. Good afternoon. Wait, hang on. But how... Oh, wait. But how can they hear me? What?
Could they see you in the chat?
Oh, of course, of course. Of course. They saw my... I was like, wait, that's not been 210 seconds.
The quickest 210 seconds of your life.
Yeah. Oh, holy shit. Oh, shit. I mean...
Right. Okay, so if we just do another $2 spin and go just to test. Wait, if I do a $4, there could be a million top prize. Oh, a Sunday million top prize. All right, let's go for that.
Oh. Hi.
Oh, you can't see what I'm doing.
No. Well, I will do in 210 seconds.
I've got to turn down that introduction sound. That's so
yeah,
stupid.
I can hear that. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
I wonder if I can open the settings on the other screen. Yeah, hope you're doing well, Wooly. Sorry about the stream delay. How are you? Happy weekend, mate. Oh, the girls are back. I wasn't expecting them for ages. Hello.
Oh.
Oh. 2 pair, baby.
Oh.
You could be selling my information to my opponents, Elliot.
I could. Maybe I am your opponent.
Okay, we made quite a nice pot. Hello. I wish I could show you this more easily. Hello, Zelda.
Yeah.
Did you have a nice time at the park? Did you play with Stanley? Yeah. No. Right, let's fold this and see if I can get into settings super quick and see if I can move settings over to the other screen. I can move it all over to the other screen. Let's scroll all the way down. Yes, I'm.
The stream started.
No way! Woo!
Yeah. Hype.
Will people actually get a notification for it is the next question.
Did they not do before on the delay?
I don't know. I honestly can't remember.
Oh, yeah, I got a notification, yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, that's good. Darn, that's a cheeky rise. Darn.
Oh, I can hear myself from 210 seconds ago.
Nice.
I've just worked out why Wooly's saying hello.
Yeah, there we go. Hey, blah, blah, blah. Hey, Wooly. Yeah, you really threw Elliot off earlier, Wooly. Good job. I'm going to generally start turning most sounds down. I think that's the best option. Spin and go animation. Oh, that can go way down. I got a feeling that might be the one that was really, really loud. End break warning should probably be loud. All in cash. Time warning. I quite like the time warning being loud. I'll turn down just a touch.
Oh, I'm washing now.
Nice. Ask away, but people might have to be specific because I'll have to try and remember. I guess I could have it open on the other screen as to what's going on, actually.
Oh, your stream, you mean? Yeah.
I shouldn't call that. That's a greedy call. It's not really paid off.
I love you, Hancock. Sorry.
Apply changes. Okay, right. That's why settings fiddling over with. So now I can actually try and play some poker.
So you're Paolo 98, just to confirm.
Yes. Yes.
Right, aka Mr. Spock.
Yes. That's a good point. It's a shame I'm not. I can't start like a new Rick Reckless account. You're only allowed so many name changes.
Whoa.
Well,
Nice.
it was like
Fast.
one.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. You were allowed
Okay.
like one name change.
Okay.
I might just have to risk that he's got the king here if he shoves.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad because that's a diamond as well and another overcard.
Is there a time limit to how long you have to make decisions? Oh yeah, I can see it underneath your hand, underneath your name. Is that it?
Yep.
The little dial that goes down. Yeah.
You got it. You got it. It's like a health bar.
Yeah. Man, it's so fast.
This is like as quick as it comes, basically.
Okay,
There's lots of
yeah.
slower tournaments.
Wow.
I'm going to have to tweak this. So weirdly, for the poker, this chat overlay, I can actually do with it having a background.
Oh really?
Because it's
Yeah,
now
fantastic.
overall my... I'll tell you what, if
I think you might be able to do that. There's various things you can set on it.
Let me see if I can at least move it. If I can move it over the poker, or I can move the poker over it. That makes it a little more viewable. Might just look at the other screen in a minute. But it's hard to play and chat. Good to see you, Hancock. Good to see you, Matt. How are we doing, guys? Hey, Distorter. We are going to try to. Yeah, fingers crossed. I can't actually remember what the prize pool for this is. But we are registered for an $11 satellite starting in about 5 minutes' time. I'm hoping that we've managed to set it up correctly. It took quite a bit of time in the end. I'm hoping we've managed to set it up correctly. That if I've got more than one table going at once, it'll correctly capture when I swap between tables.
Rick, do you think you could move your cam down to the same right-hand side, but about halfway up the screen instead?
Yes.
I'm thinking there's just dead space there, and you're just overlapping a little bit with one of the player names.
It might cause a similar issue. Do I have to apply, or has that worked?
I can't tell you. I can tell you in 210 seconds.
Oh yeah, of course. I just literally dragged it without clicking anything.
Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah.
Oh dear. Well, we
So-
nearly won. 10 me. Ah, we nearly won, but we got outdrawn.
So the green number, is that your number of chips or your number of your currency?
I would know if I had any left.
Oh,
But
the number underneath your name.
oh yeah, I can see it on the other screen. Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's my number of
okay.
chips. You got it. How long? Let's just have a quick look. How long until the one we're registered in? 4 minutes. Okay,
Oh.
so I'll go and grab some water, and then this will start. This will seat us in a few minutes, and then this will get underway. So this is the proper
Cool.
bigger
Nice.
satellite
Ooh.
one that we're trying to do
Ooh.
now.
Get hyped, chat. Get hyped.
Woo!
Big bucks poker action coming to a Twitch stream near you.
Oh, it's fun watching myself back. I should really go and get this water. But I'm hooked on watching my own screen. The stream a minute and a half ago.
It's a pretty good stream.
It's actually quite nice that I can see it on delay on the dashboard, because then if people are talking about it, I can look over and see what's going on. And normally I won't be playing hyper turbos, so I won't be like so glued to my own screen.
Yes, sure.
There'll be like 10 people and they'll all have way more time to play. So I'll have loads and loads more time where I'll be like, fold, look at chat, look at what's going on my screen.
Is this satellite tournament not a hyper turbo?
No, it isn't. No, it isn't.
Yeah, okay.
It's as slow as it comes, I believe. So.
Oh, really? Okay, fair.
Well, there might be like there are like deliberately. It's normal speed, which is generally as slow as it comes, but there is the occasional deliberately even slower tournament.
Okay, Rebel Poker.
Yes, Rebel Poker, exactly. Yeah. And I'm just about to go out on the stream.
Oh, you didn't come last then. You beat one guy.
Yeah, I out-survived one, but it didn't mean anything. It was first or nothing.
Sure.
I know I keep thinking that's the hand I go out on, and it's not. Man, a minute. There was a lot of hands played in a minute and a half.
Yes, right. Like I've not been able to tell what's gone on in a single hand. Basically, I'm still trying to get used to the interface, of course. But yeah, it's just going so fast for me.
Yeah, I think it'd be better for myself and chat streaming wise on this slower one in a minute, which is now only 2 minutes away. So I'm really gonna go and get this water.
Oh yeah, good idea.
Is this the hand I go out?
Go get the water, Vic. Hey, Keith. Good afternoon. Me neither.
I didn't yet. I'm sorry.
There's the Mr. Spock is playing poker, and I don't know.
All right, careful, mummy. Let mummy pass. Good girl.
Hey, there we go. He's moved the cam. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Oh yes.
So you need a wee wee on the potty.
You did some good
Oh, wrong one.
cafe, didn't you?
That's
your one.
Oh, thank you.
He's like, I can read that. That camera is not fitting me. Like,
You alright to just get this out? Oh yeah. Watch his camera. Let's get this out.
He's trying to get it. Get it! Can you get it? Where's it gone? Where did it go? Where did it go?
Where have you gone, toy? Where's my toy? Where's it gone? Excuse me. Excuse me. Where's my toy? Here's my toy.
Whoa. Where's it gone?
Zelda, no!
Gentle. Somebody, darling. Just be gentle.
Where's the one that's already broken?
I don't know. Okay.
You can have a wee. Hello? Are there any wee-wees in there?
Wait, Wooly got adverts, but he's subbed.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That shouldn't be right.
Wow. Some people I've seen some people Valanic had that for ages. Apparently,
Yeah,
might be
yeah.
worth contacting Twitch or something. Woolly, if that continues.
I'll run ads now, and then it won't be on for an hour.
This was one of the things I meant to talk about last night. Actually, yeah. But yeah, we'll chat about that later, I guess.
Yeah, cool. And there's like a 5-minute break every hour on poker, on PokerStars, on all sites
cool.
basically. So
like when you're in a game, the game will just pause for 5 minutes. Is that it?
yes, exactly. Yeah.
Cool.
So
that's cool, yeah.
so then I could run like 3 minutes if it actually works. I could run 3 minutes of ads in that 5-minute break, and then
Yeah, cool.
everybody be able to watch all the poker for a whole hour.
Yeah, nice.
Where's the magnets? Where are those magnets? Yeah, get the magnets and we'll build a house.
I don't see when there's an ad break though. Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, no, I see what you mean, Distort. Yes, exactly. That's exactly what I've just said, and you haven't heard it yet for like the next 90 seconds. Yes, exactly. Yeah, great minds, great minds.
Yeah, not gonna lie, I'm struggling mentally to deal with the time gap here. It's
Yeah, definitely takes some getting used to. Hey,
I'm
Cat Lars, good to see you, man.
I'm typing to them in real time, and I'm talking to them 2 minutes to 10 seconds in advance.
That's what I was doing when I was doing the tournaments, the
Yeah, the story
SBB
before,
tournaments. Yeah, I was trying to like type to chat and chat to chat. So yes, just to confirm, chat, we're in an $11 satellite for the Sunday Million tomorrow. So I think Distorted guessed that quite correctly in the Discord as well. I do apologize. We spent a lot of what would have been today's streaming time setting this up. But hopefully, obviously, if I ever wanted to stream poker again, it would all be ready to go in the future. Also,
It'll all break down. I'll have to set up again.
yep. No doubt. Oh, good. I was going to say, any questions now? It's a little slower, Elliot, but you're still not caught up yet.
No, and I'm in ads.
And you're in ads. Oh, yeah, 30
Yeah.
seconds of ads to go. Oh, my word. Sorry.
No.
Hopefully it's perfect
Can't use
timing,
ads
though.
on this channel. Disgusting. But yeah, no, I think I'm okay with it now. Yeah, pretty excited. Yeah. How long? Like how long would you expect it would take to win this table? Like on average, do you think?
Well, so it's more than just a table, right? Let me.
Oh.
Right, I'll fold this hand because it's pretty rubbish, and I'll have a look at the lobby for you. So, late registration carries on for an hour and 7 minutes, so people can still join for the next hour and 7 minutes, right?
Okay.
And at the moment, I'm 369th out of 477. So there's 478. So there's nearly 500 people playing this tournament right now.
Mm-hmm.
And there's currently 50 entries, 50 tickets. So the top 50 will win. Get into the big tournament tomorrow.
Right.
Oh, notification work. Nice. Scrunch, baby. 21 months. That is our 1 3/4 anniversary. Thank you so much. Yes, thought I'd try out some poker today. I got an offer to get a couple of free $11 satellite tickets for the 17th anniversary Sunday Million on PokerStars. So I'm going to try one of those out now on stream. Sadly, it's not going to be a very long stream because it took us a long time to actually set up to get it working. And I had to go to the garage to get my car today. So a bit of a double whammy eating into our stream time today. But we'll have a little fun for the next couple of hours or so and see how it goes. Let's go, Spock. Oh, baby. Oh, nice, Niagara. Very nice. Hope you take it down. Somebody's got to. Who's the avatar picture of the person in the seat right of me? Looks like he's from Heavy Metal or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Have you ever seen Heavy Metal, the cartoon film?
No, I've not. No.
Pretty good. Check it out.
Cool.
Have you seen the South Park episode that spoofs it?
I don't think so. Is that a more recent one or is it an old one?
Pretty old. It's like the
Okay.
cheesing with cats episode.
Ooh, don't know.
The-
I might
yeah.
have done. I watched a fair bit of the older stuff, but I don't know. If I didn't know what it was spoofing, it's probably not stuck in my memory very well.
Yeah, fair play. Paolo Catalars was my football university nickname, and I started this account at university. So there we go.
So it doesn't taste too bad, does it? Like ham would be better, but it tastes kind of like stunty. Stunty is like creamy stunty.
Really, Matt? Wow. Commiserations, man. That's a lot of money.
Brutal.
I wanted to get something with noisy buttons because she doesn't really have anything, and although it's really freaking annoying. Riley's, yeah, Richard said that he's going to ask his dad if he can buy something because he's always saying, well, what can I get her? I'm like, nothing, she don't need anything, she's fine, but actually, she's really enjoying that, but it's a bit dodgy. Yeah, so because they all connect together, you can buy them, like the tracks all connect together. So you get loads of different, like that's a garage, and you can get like a crane set, and they all connect together with the a bit like the trains that all connect together. So you can actually.
All right, so we're about to be the big blind, Elliot. So we're more inclined to play. Well, if we're very lucky, we might just get to play this hand for what we're already invested. And somebody calling is actually pretty good because that's more likely that we won't get a raise further down the line. And indeed, here we go. Let's see if we hit. We really, really don't.
Oh.
I'm saying this like you can see what's going on. Sorry, Elliot.
Yeah, sadly I can't. No.
Yeah, it's a shame I can't like screen share to you at the same time. I possibly can, but it's going to make you quieter again as well, which is weird.
Ah, okay.
Oh, dude, I got aces in the small blind.
Oh, no.
This is like my first aces since I've been like ever so slightly playing the last few weeks. I swear I haven't had aces the entire time.
Finally rolled pow.
You know it, baby.
Why? I used to start doing it, I don't know any other person. Oh, I need to put my cup of tea down. Okay, I put my cup of tea down. You're upside down.
Ah, no action. Right, let me see if I can screen share with you, Elliot. Let's have a go.
Okay. I mean, no dramas, but
Yeah, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But it'd be you could then like ask relevant questions.
yeah,
That would
yeah.
then like relay back voice time correctly to the stream.
Yes.
So
Go on then. Okay, you're just being pedantic, I think. Is that because you actually need a poo and you like rather than Nick has got it in the floor? You can do a poo-poo on the potty, you can have some chocolate buttons. Should we go to the toilet and do it? Do a poo-poo on the toilet?
oh boy, I kickstarted this hand by mistake. I was just trying to steal.
It's too big.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize he was doing it already. So, right, it's that guy's go. So we've got a pair of sixes. Like,
So
how good is that?
So in this, but sometimes it's not very good. Like you generally want top pair, but in this situation, if we get checked to, it might be pretty good because we're going to squeeze the only player that hasn't played yet. And what that means is they've got to make a decision, not knowing what the two people behind them are going to do. But we know that they've already checked, so they're more likely to fold to us than he would be. And now, at least we got rid of the button player. He was the only player with position on us, so now we get to act last every time, which is an advantage. That jack isn't what we wanted to see.
Is the button the big blind?
So the button is the player that goes last, and it's clockwise round from them, right? This is interesting. This is like, please don't bet me because I've got a draw. So we're going to say, no, we're absolutely going to bet you. And then you have to give us the pot. So that was effectively a bluff at that point.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
You're so quiet now. Why does Discord do this? There must be something in settings that can stop
I'll
the
have to
sound going
shout, I
down when I
guess.
screen share.
You know what? It's nice.
I presume you must be quiet for everybody else as well. Oh, I'm looking at the settings on my dashboard rather than Discord like an idiot.
Yeah.
Get off my seat. Oh, Mr. Wood playing a song. Oh no.
Oh, I don't know where it went. Mitch put it away. Yeah,
Mitch
he's
tried
hidden. He's hidden it. Mitch tidied it away.
No, Daddy put it away.
Did he? Oh, well, he's busy, so can't.
Is it because streamer mode's enabled? I wouldn't think so.
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. So weird. So weird.
Like, you know, the teen years get better.
So you can either see the poker or I can hear you, but not both. Why did I bet so big on the aces, Hancock? So somebody had already raised, right? So you always raise in increments of what other people have raised. I actually raised on the low side because I raised less than 3 times what they'd raised. So it was actually quite surprising that the initial raiser folded to such a little raise relative to what they'd raised.
Oh, it's a seed. Put them in there. That's it. Let's get the fork back up. Get up there.
I'm getting distracted now, trying to work out how to turn you back up, Elliot. Sorry.
And do you sit here?
I don't know.
Legs down, Zoe. Is that Zelda's seed? Shall I come over one afternoon and we can go?
In voice and video, there's a setting that says at the bottom under screen share says use an experimental method to capture audio from applications. On mine it's ticked, so maybe unticking that. I don't know.
That's okay. It'll dry. Is it wet from you?
I mean, I lost the internet.
Don't wiggle it, Zelda. Don't wiggle it. Be gentle that way. A bit of wiggling's okay, but let's not wobble too much.
When you turn on screen sharing, there should be an option to turn on more screen sharing features. There's a volume slider there. It-
Psychologically make her think, oh, right, there's something in the way.
Slide off.
Yeah.
Because obviously they're meant to be at the bottom of the pram as well, but I
Yeah.
thought I'll put them at the top just in case it collapses. It shouldn't collapse, but
It's pretty sturdy, isn't it, to be fair? Those metal bars.
Advanced.
Should we put your dolly? You're not too weak. You can do it.
no climbing up those, Zelda, because if those bars snap, they're not very thick.
Does anyone in chat? Thanks, Hancock. Thanks, Naga. Does anyone in chat know why when I screen share with Elliot, it makes, and this is in the browser Discord, right? Why when I screen share with Elliot, it makes his volume drop significantly my end,
What time do I change your nappies?
and how I can counter that?
So,
About halfway. Wait, the break.
maybe half one? That's a big slicer. Oh, she's had it again, so come on. You're so much more chill now, dude.
Tell you what, you're not asking for the one. Do you want to cuddle with Auntie Abby?
Mitch, you're in the way, though.
Maybe he's a little bit.
Hello, it's a beach smile. I mean, it was probably cashless.
Oh, there's a time bank.
No.
A time bank. Yeah, nice, huh?
What's how is it? Where's the time bank? Where's your
I-
time bank time?
I tell you what, I'm going to take off screen sharing for a moment because
Okay.
it's so lose-lose, sadly.
Yeah. No.
Hello again.
Hello.
I can intermittently screen share and then turn it off so I can actually hear what you're telling me.
So where does it show your time bank? Oh, I see it now. I think.
Best to join the call last. Oh, can I screen share before joining the call? Oh wow, I almost accidentally clicked call there. We are done with this one, sadly.
Oh, what if we jumped in one of your channels? Maybe that would help.
That's a very good idea, Elliot. Okay, see you there.
Hello.
Hello. All right, Elliot, give me some volume testing.
Hello, hello, hello.
Oh, I can hear you. Can you see the screen?
Oh shit, I've not started watching yet. Hang on. I'm watching now. Hello, hello, hello.
Oh, son of a bitch. Right, hang on.
Oh no.
I can turn
Wait,
you
so
up
it was-
slightly my end.
But it was when I started watching. Hello?
Oh,
I've just so it's when I start watching, not when you start streaming. 'Cause that's interesting. Maybe it's my end then. Maybe
Oh.
it's,
yeah. Yeah, it might be dropping your mic for some reason.
yeah. Yeah, let me have a look.
Ah. That was a reasonable hand to see a flop with, wasn't it? From the big blind. Like, they won't be expecting us to have this either. So, could have made some good money off that, but we've completely missed it. Thanks, one viewer to another, by the way. Good to see it.
Hello, how's that?
Really good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm watching the stream.
Oh, brilliant, mate. So what was it?
Nice. I just turned off loads of like the fancy stuff that Discord does, like noise suppression and stuff like that.
Oh,
so.
that's weird. I should have
might be a
known
bit
it was
noisy,
your
but-
end. I'm an idiot, really, because it doesn't happen with anybody else. So
Oh, yeah. Fair. Well, yeah, I didn't realize either that. Yeah. Okay. Well, cool. Anyway, got it fixed. Nice.
all right. I'm so sorry.
Cool,
You've asked so
cool.
many questions, and I can actually like vaguely attempt to answer some stuff now. Oh, no set.
So that guy's sitting out. How long are you allowed to sit out for?
Oh, like infinitely, because you'll just lose chips, right? You might get aces, and
Oh, because of the blinds, of course. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Of course. Right.
I had an interesting choice there. I could have tried to represent the ace, and maybe the initial raiser lets it go, but they also could be slow playing it. The person in the blinds could be slow playing it, and we've got like 2 outs that give us a monster hand, right? So I took the extra card just to see if we hit the 4.
What do you mean represent? So you say represent the ace?
So we'd have been representing the ace. So what I mean by that is there's an ace on the board, right? So we're
Yeah.
pretending like we have an ace in
Right.
our 2 cards in our hand.
Right. Okay. Cool.
But generally speaking, it's a good idea to like represent if you have no other way of winning the hand, and you think you've got a chance of winning it that way. But if you've got cards that could really, really give you something, maybe just take the card, right? Like the free card. Look at the free card and see if you hit.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
We're in an awkward spot at the moment where we're about 15. We got what do we used to call it? An M of 15. So an M is what the pot is when the blinds and the rake, which is the small amount that everyone puts in at the start without anyone else adding anything, is how many times that's divisible by your stack.
Oh.
Or your stack is divisible by that, rather. Sorry.
Yes. Okay.
So at the moment, yeah, we've got about 15 times what's going in, which
Yeah,
is
okay.
too little to get fruity with a lot of hands, and too big to get, as in like calling with, say, 6-3 suited. We might be like, let's see if we can see a cheap flop and hit a straight or a flush. Well, we can't afford to do that because our stack's too little, and we
Right.
can't afford to be like just shoving a load of chips in all the time to try and steal it because our stack's too big. We're in this weird kind of middle ground at the moment where we
Okay.
just kind of have to sit and wait for real hands. Let's all blame Elliot.
Ah, damn it! I started watching your stream by mistake. can't deal with having.
Spotterbo sorted us out, I think.
Oh, nice! Thank you very much, Spotbo. Yeah, noise suppression. Yeah, that's what did me. I think. Yeah, the noise suppression.
You trying to escape?
Thank you so
Too
much,
suppressed.
Spotterbo. Awesome, man.
Right, there we go. I've got the chat open and I put Discord over the top of the stream.
Oh, good to see Cap as well. How you doing, man?
So I guess it's an awkward spot, but it's still better to be in this spot than to be in like the guy to your right, spot right, who just has less chips. Than
Oh,
you.
for sure. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
It's just kind of it's not a terrible spot. It's just a bit boring.
Sure. Okay.
it's
fair,
like the
fair.
least active spot we could be in.
I mean, I guess that's really the only measure of how well you're doing. Right, is just the number of chips.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. Yeah.
Sorry for like the
And
completely
and
rude
also
questions.
like how many players are left in the tournament, right?
sure,
Especially being
yeah.
a satellite. Like you could have one chip left, but if that's one chip after the ante's gone in and you know somebody else in the tournament's going to go out this round and there's only one more player to go out before it finishes, that one
Sure.
chip's gold dust, you know?
Yeah,
as a
fair,
ridiculously exaggerated example.
Yeah.
Oh, we're losing
Oh,
someone
are these
here.
both gone all in? Oh, one,
Yep.
one's go. Yeah. Oh, wow. So that's why we saw their hands. Wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
And now we're the big blind. So this is our kind of busy period now where we're priced into the next two hands a little bit. And then after that, we've got the best
Yes.
position on the table where we get to act last, which gives you loads of
Yeah.
information before you act. So
Nice.
So yeah, hopefully we'll see a little bit here and there. Yeah, so
Three-
160 into 960 goes so many times that I put this in, even with this absolute trash, like just to see.
Okay.
And now this is the classic danger situation, right? We've hit a 3, which by itself is a bit rubbish, but another 3 or a 2, and suddenly maybe Gaim at the top has an ace, and we're making a ton of money, right? And now, as well as the 3 and a 2 on the river that we're looking for, there's also the 5 to give us a straight.
Yes. Yes.
So yeah, there's all sorts of things now.
Nice.
The problem is, okay, he's bet pretty low, which is nice. If he bets half the pot here, am I really going to make value? Oh, and also we're getting extra value from him calling, so this is all really good. And yet we've missed. C'est la vie. I'm just going to let this go. This is a possibly bluffable situation, but you got to pick your moments. And
Fair.
yeah, I don't think the 10s are folding there. Maybe they figure I've hit the 4 and they're very tight, but I think most of the time they're calling. So I think that was probably the right thing to just give that up.
Okay. This is cool. This is cool.
That raise is too
Oh,
rich.
the blinds have gone up.
Yes. Oh yeah, we're getting to the business end now. So yeah, soon we're going to drop under the 10, the M of 10.
Right.
M is so out of date. Like it's like a 20-year-old phrase that people haven't been using for years. But
Nice.
but yeah. So the M of 10 is or we're more M11 right now. But where in the country the M11 goes, I don't know. But
Hey.
yeah, we're more an M of 11, but yeah, so that starts to make us think we need to get fairly active. M of 5 is the magic number for really being like, right, we have to steal the blinds a lot just to stay afloat now.
Right, yeah,
Or
yeah,
we're going to just
cool.
bleed to death.
Yeah, sure.
But
Big
10
play
starts to
time.
make us like pick up the pace a little bit for stealing.
Okay.
Tens again. Magic hand at the moment.
Mm.
Oh, this is a
Ooh,
this is a
okay.
nice like pretend in the best position on the table we've got something better than we do,
Yes.
and then
Okay.
and then see what happens. Okay, so minimum raise. We've got a hand that could hit anything, and we're also in the best position. So cheekily, slightly cheekily, a lot of good players would just fold this. We're gonna
Right.
we're gonna take a look. Oh,
Okay.
all being clubs isn't what we wanted to see.
Yeah, fair.
So now it takes away one of our six. Like we're not happy at all if we see like the six of clubs. We've hit the bottom pair. I sadly this isn't, even though we've hit the seven. We don't know what
Yeah.
this guy's going to do
Okay.
either. Like he could be check raising. So yeah, we've got to
Fair.
let that one go.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, okay. I think in the cutoff with an ace, we can afford to represent a slightly better hand and be the aggressor here.
Represent. So represent is like what you're showing to your opponents, right? Like.
Yes. What we're
Yeah.
suggesting to our opponent we have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Oh, there's another ace.
This is tricky. This is really tricky. So yeah, we've hit our ace. Now, is he waiting to see if we just like give this up? Does he have the ace and a better card than us? If he has ace 5, 6, or 7, then it doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
9 because there's too many
Yes.
high cards. He could have queen. He could have king 10. He could have queen jack. But I think we've got to take a stab at this and just accept. Oh wow! Even the 4 wasn't good enough. He hit an absolute monster. An absolute
wow.
monster on us. Oh, I can re-enter. I wonder if I can re-enter with the ticket. I can re-enter with the ticket. The ticket, Elliot.
Oh, nice! There you go.
ticket.
You've done it.
Okay, we've used the tickets. Excellent. Chat, I was really worried I wouldn't get to use the
Perfect.
ticket. We had 2 tickets, and I was really worried I wouldn't have time before Sunday, other than this tournament, to use the second ticket. So I didn't realize I'd be able to re-enter this one. So that's great news.
So when do you go back in? Are you in immediately or?
I think re-entry is a bit interesting, right? Slightly different
Okay,
rules to
yeah.
like joining a new table as a new player. But yeah, I
Yeah.
think it'll just put me in next hand.
Right.
Oh, nice distorter. I'd venture to say I've played more, but going back a very, very long way. Yeah. So what I should have on here as well, which I'm not running at the moment, is Poker Tracker. So if I really do start to play poker more often, or if I qualify for tomorrow, I think I really need to set Poker Tracker up. And what that does, Elliot, is it records all these hands that are happening, and it pretty much just tells you, for the most part, which of the players enter the pot more often at the start. So, like in this situation, would be like calling or raising the big blind.
Wow.
And how many of them might re-raise a raise from somebody, so that they might do that as a you'd know if somebody tends to do that as a steal sometimes or not.
Yeah,
Obviously not every
wow.
time. So you just get this little bit of extra information.
Yeah.
Which is
About the nature of the players.
the nature of the players, yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
does somebody only play 2% of hands? Does somebody play 20% of hands? To give you an exaggerated both extremes of what might be the case, or
Okay, cool.
I don't know, people could play more than 20%, but yeah, you know, you'd soon get an idea for how loose or how tight they are.
Sure. Huh.
All right, we're gonna get fruity with this hand again.
Oh, right. The stream stopped, by the way. I think when you went out. I mean, sorry. The Discord stream. Sorry, not the.
Oh.
Not the Twitch
Oh
stream.
God, yeah, that had me worried.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Whoops.
really. Oh, it kind of makes sense. Yeah, let me try and break our volume again.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yes, got it. Thank you.
Oh, and your volume is good.
Nice.
Oh, bugger. Oh, man, have I accidentally priced myself into this absolute nonsense? I might have done. Should we do it for fun? Let's do it for fun, chat.
No. No.
No, honestly, like, it was like almost a third of the... the pot.
We just randoed a general skull on that big guy.
We did. And we're going to hit block. We hit block.
Oh,
We hit
holy
block, baby.
Nice.
Oh, baby. Overpair. No, it doesn't even have the overpair.
Oh my
Woo!
word. Wow. Whoa.
Block big guy for the win. Let's go.
Wow, that was pretty impressive. So a new person just joined. So that's a person who's rebought in, I guess.
It looks like it because of his chip stack. Yes. What can happen is that there's multiple other tables going in this tournament, right?
Yeah.
It's as if we're in a room, and like a casino room, and there's like, well, how many players did I say was in this? I can't even remember now.
A few hundred or something. 600.
110. Sorry, I really need to fold this. Yeah. We are. Yeah. Oh, there's like 1,000. So there's like 100 tables of 10 players.
Okay.
In this casino hall. So and then if you lose enough players off a table, you need to borrow one off one of the tables that has more.
Oh, right.
To like balance out the number of players to a nice average amount over the tables.
Yeah. Okay, fair.
And it's a bit complicated at the moment because there's still late registration for another 37 minutes. But then
Yeah.
after that, like it'll be that tables get closed, right? So every time.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
Yeah.
when you start closing the tables, yeah, fair.
Oh, BB Jock, good afternoon. Thanks, man. Yeah. Thanks, one viewer. Rick Dice apply to poker, by the way.
Man, I thought, I thought gabbling in Blood Bowl was scary. Gabbling in poker is even scarier.
Oh man, I tell you, I was so legitimately sorry. This is a bit off topic, except for the literal scared aspect. Like I was so scared playing Resident Evil 4 demo the other day. Like,
Nice.
yeah,
That's cool.
and that's so cool. And it was really cool. But like, it's weird how a game can make you feel that, right?
Oh
Like,
yeah.
clearly, I'm not like I haven't played enough scary games to like build up a tolerance.
Fair.
I'm a super wuss when it comes to like horror games.
How about films? Do you get scared with films?
So yeah, this is like sometimes I've started to build up a tolerance to gore a bit more. I used to struggle with gore,
Okay.
but
Okay,
there's been
interesting.
so much gore in good television in the last decade
Right, yeah.
that I've kind of like definitely less squeamish watching gore than I used to be. But no, like weirdly, horror in film doesn't tend to get me. But because I'm like
Okay.
taking a participatory role as myself in a game.
Yeah.
Like I'm projecting myself into it, like it has a stronger effect on me.
Interesting, yeah. I'm kind of the opposite, I guess. I mean, I'm scared of games, but films, gore I'm okay with, but anything like jumpy, whenever there's the slightest hint of a jump scare, like my hands will be behind my eyes will be behind my hands. Honestly, I'll be covering my face. Like I really can't watch.
One of my favorite cinema moments ever. More literally for the in the cinema moment than the actual film. And no, to be fair, both right. Was that my dad took me and my brother when we were pretty young to see Jurassic Park at the cinema.
Oh, nice.
And we loved it. It was amazing. It was such a great experience. But near the end, when the raptor jumps towards the ceiling and bites at the girl's leg, I want to say it is.
Yes.
And she just whips it away in time. My
Yes.
brother like did an Olympic worthy high jump out of his seat in the cinema. I'm
Nice.
honestly amazed he didn't hit the ceiling. Like I've never
Nice.
seen anything like it. Yeah.
cool.
It was absolutely incredible. Cheers, Pixie Dust. Original money back. Oh, baby. Right. 5-minute break. So
Oh,
guys,
cool.
guys in chat, I'm going to hit the 3-minute ad button, and hopefully that'll mean no ads through to the next break. Is the plan here? So BRB. Those of you that get ads, woo! Oh, lame. I just clicked it and it was giving me the option, and then it said the ad failed to run because channel recently ran commercials and is on cooldown. 56 seconds left. Oh, at least it told me. Maybe I chatted too long and it literally started at the same time. I don't know. Hello, Fedra Jack. Anyway, yeah, really cool to see you, man. We are. It's exactly what we're doing. And Zachary's. Let's not leave him out of this. You know, I'm equally terrible father to both. So,
Gambling Zelda's future on the flip of a card. Wow. Pedro is a first-class chat troll, to be fair.
What's that, Zelda?
to be honest, my gambles have got me this far in life. So their lives so far have literally been dependent on my gambles. All right, cool. I'll be just a minute, Elliot, and chat, and yeah, we got 4 minutes until this tourney kicks back up.
Oh wow, this is exciting, chat. I never really watched poker before. It's pretty cool. When he did that bet and he won all that chips, it was good, wasn't it?
Do you want takeaway instead of prawn?
Well, totally up to you. But £20. How good to Mark is us when he can be?
Why? What did you do?
Well, for starting to get us a new tyre, £20 alone is like flip. Thank you. He just secured the heater and gave us a new tyre because there was a screw in the tyre.
Oh, so maybe it's there was a screw in it and it just got over a screw. Well, I was glad because I thought he was going to come back and tell me it was like 300 and something. We'll definitely get a takeaway then. The car's only cost 20 quid.
Is that better? Do you know why I know some words to that song? Oh, it's slightly disgusting that day.
Do you know what song Zelda's learnt that's new? Mummy finger, where are you? Here I am. How do you do?
I'm American. I'm the little one. What about Daddy Finger? Which one's Daddy Finger? No, that one's Mummy. Is that one Daddy?
Is it on this one? The big fat one.
Is this one Baby?
Baby finger, where are you? Here I am. How do you do?
It's not Peter and Paul.
Play
Dicky Bird. That's it, isn't it?
one make car.
Zelda, look. Two little dicky birds sitting on a wall. One named Peter, one named Paul. Fly away, Peter, fly away, Paul. Come back, Peter, come back, Paul. Is that really funny? Try again. Two little dicky birds sitting on a wall. One named Peter, one named Paul. Fly away, Peter, fly away, Paul. Come back, Peter, come back, Paul.
It's worth to sing on it.
Paul. Oh, I suppose you've done that at church, girl.
Don't stand on it because if you break it, you'll be able to draw on it anymore. I'll do take away with chicken. I'm gonna put her like those little fish cake, fish shaped.
She's definitely tired.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and get it fed out.
Okay.
I don't think I'm just waiting until 7. She's gonna be conked, isn't she?
So I can stream a little bit later, and then we can have a nice evening.
Well, we'll see how we're getting on with the babies.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to try another cuddle?
Rory Boat is a good hit. Rockabye baby.
brother. You're having a little one, look.
Oh, within a minute. Nice.
Oh, almost time.
Von Roo, baby. 7 months. Thank you so much, Von Roo. Absolutely incredible, mate. Woo. Von Roo, well, I actually got the tickets for free on an offer. But it's for a real tournament tomorrow. We're trying to get into the 17th anniversary Sunday Million. Ticket worth $215. And then tomorrow, potentially become a millionaire. And they never saw Rick again. No, I'd probably stream even more. Have money for a nanny.
So wow, so the total money from the tournament is $7.5 million.
Oh, what's that, Elliot? There's a guaranteed $7.5 million prize pool.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's no. I'm asking. Is that the case?
I believe so. Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's all right, isn't it? I can live with it.
Yeah.
You can't win all of it though. That's spread out over everybody that wins prizes, but
Sure.
it definitely leaves you reasonably well off if you come first.
Yeah, I bet.
Regardless of what chunk of that is for first, it's going to be pretty good. Oh, this is such a rubbish hand to see the flop, but we're getting such ridiculous value. I think just to show that I'll defend my my big blind a bit, we'll call this one. I wish somebody else had called along the way. Don't tell me the odds. I am the odds. Oh, bit of action going on here. Raise and re-raise already. Crassus Clay joining in the Baby Shark renditions a moment ago.
I wondered if chat could hear that or not. 'Cause I was like, maybe it's cool through on Discord, but not on not on stream.
Oh, Yak's here.
I was
Hey,
like,
Yak.
Good afternoon, Yak.
I ran ads 2 minutes ago. Darn it, man. That's unlucky. I should still try and do the button now, really, but I don't trust it because every time I come to do it, like what feels like an hour later in Blood Bowl, but I guess Blood Bowl, it's an inaccurate hour, right? I'm only presuming it's an hour later. But it always says it's just run ads. So I'm like, have you really given it an hour break if you've just run ads again?
Yeah.
I'll try and remember to snooze ads on the approach. I don't know how... It doesn't tell you how long it snoozes for either. Elliot, do you have any idea how long snooze ads snoozes ads for?
I think, for some reason, I'm thinking 5 minutes. But
I was thinking 5 minutes. Yeah, I might have read that somewhere. Okay,
Yeah.
so at like 10:02, I can click snooze ads, and then hopefully at 5:02, I can click run ad break. Fingers crossed. So sorry about if there's more ads than it would be ideal for this this particular hour or the following 50 minutes. King Queen in the cutoff is playable, especially when no one's done anything. I really need to go back to about 2.5 rather than raising 3. This is lazy button clicking from me. Pretty happy just to take the pot. King Queen,
Sure.
not the monster it looks like. Can easily
really?
lose.
Okay.
600 chips in the pot without anyone doing anything is not to be sniffed at. Oh, you have to argue the call, Jay Bazza.
Right, well, what did you get into a rolling pin? I think you've lost your actual rolling pin. Here you are.
Wow, is that a roller Zelda?
Yeah, it's looking pretty good for table capture, isn't it, Elliot?
For table capture, sorry. What,
The
what do you
way
mean?
we've set it up, like I'm fairly hopeful if we were to try and run more than one at once, it would
Oh,
work.
I see. Yeah. Yes. So the only problem is you'd have to. I guess as you, how would you show it to the stream? Or would you have both tables at once, like in small?
No,
in
it would
halves?
work how it works for me. So PokerStars prioritizes the table that you're doing something on. So if it's folded round to you, PokerStars will be like, boom, here's that table, overlapping everything else, give you a bleepy noise, you do something.
Oh.
And then when you
So it's
fold
the
that,
same-
we'll go to the next one.
So it's the same window, is it, that it uses?
No, but it's the same type of window, and I think OBS might be capturing the one that we're prioritizing on our screen of those types of window, is what I'm hoping.
I don't think so.
No?
I might be. I don't.
Wonder how other streamers do it then.
And it maybe, or I may be wrong, but yeah, I think it would have. Like, if you had two of these windows open, I think it would
mean,
hold on to one of them,
You
and then you
do-
need another source for the other one.
You do like the Minotaur on Chaos Renegades, so you might be wrong. Yeah.
I was like, is this some kind of Minotaur poker analogy? Where's this?
More my nose than Richard's.
Yeah, it's your mum's nose. You've got your mum's nose. That picture of holding it. That's the nose.
Oh, I'd love that in a better position. Teflon Billy, we are in an $11 satellite to try and get to the 17th anniversary Sunday Million tomorrow night. $7.5 million guaranteed prize pool.
Oh, I'm watching stream again. I'm an idiot.
Bless you. Teflon Billy, baby! 2 years. You certainly are legit. Absolutely, sir. Amazing. And you're also a professional member of Rick Nation with the pro badge. Woo! No, honestly, thank you, man. That's amazing. 2 whole years support is really commitment, man. Thank you, sir. Happy weekend. Happy weekend, everybody. Right, Jay Vazza? Oh, okay. I certainly don't hate this as our big blind when nobody else seems to want to play. Fold. just give us the chips. Fold. Okay, yeah, we could definitely see a flop with this. If this is a worse hand, it'd be more tempting to bet to try and get rid of him.
Okay, I see.
We could, like, we're not saying we got an ace here, but we could bet and be like, we've got a 5, right? Like, you've absolutely missed. We've got a 5. Just fold it. There we go. Boom. Oh, now we're rolling, Elliot. Here we go.
Ooh,
This could be the end of us, or it could be the start of a beautiful day. Woo! What we really want is someone to go a little bit crazy with something like ace, queen, ace, jack.
Right. Yeah. I guess you don't want a situation where everybody's got garbage, right? You want someone to have something, just not quite as good.
Yeah.
maybe that's always implication.
I'm out of position as well, and we could easily miss the flop, so I'm not just going to call it. I'm going to be the aggressor and try and get this done and dusted. Cool. I'm to be honest, I'm pretty happy with just taking that there at that point.
Okay, fair
That was
enough.
quite a nice amount of chips. There was no guarantee that our ace or king was going to hit anything on the flop.
You're going to cut a duck. Can you see the duck cutter? The green one's the duck.
Fives is pretty strong here. Fives is very strong here. We've generally been raising 3 times, so yeah. To be honest, again, I wouldn't absolutely hate them just folding this down. We're probably strong enough to call the push from the 5k. That's a nice flop for us. The only problem here is if he has got the 8 and he goes heavy, we've probably got to go with him because it's so unlikely. It really looks like he could just shove us off like an ace king, ace queen there, that we've probably got to hang on to the 5s. But yeah, thankfully he didn't have anything. If we've been a little tight for a while, I'd be really looking at playing this ace-7, but maybe because we've just got aggro, I'd let it go here. But it's nice and easy because there's a raise before us anyway, so that's an easier fold.
Ah, okay, sure.
All right, so last few hands, we've picked up like 3,000 chips. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, not bad.
For very little risk as well, right? Like, people just put in some chips and then fold it to us eventually.
Sure.
So we're up to 56 tickets now, Elliot.
Tickets.
56 prizes in this tournament. Tickets for tomorrow.
Right. Tickets to the main tournament. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Nice.
And we're sat in just over 600th out of 1,200, and there's 17 minutes to go that people could still enter, and then we'll really see the 1,200 start to drop.
Where are you getting? Sorry, where are you getting the 600 out of 1,200 from?
I've got a lobby screen that.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't very easily share.
What does on the poker table screen? So what's the 130th out of 609 number at the top?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Because that's what I thought.
Yeah,
that was
why
the...
isn't that? Yeah, that feels like that should be that.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can correlate that with anything in the lobby screen. Why is that information so different? Oh yeah, no, not 999 entries. 200. Oh,
Does it include rebuys?
wait,
The lobby?
why 608? Yeah, it is including rebuys, so that doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Okay, maybe we are 133rd out of 603. I think you're right. Entries,
Oh, good.
603 out of 1,254. What's 603 mean? Oh, how many? Oh, that's how many people are
Individuals?
left. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
you're
Oh,
right.
I see.
So what I was
see.
reading, sorry, was how many people are left out of how many total
Yes.
entries,
Yes.
including rebuys, and what
Cool.
you're seeing is my position compared to the amount
Yeah.
of remaining players. So you're right. You've actually found what I thought I was looking at.
Well, it's the more impressive standing, which is nice.
Yeah, that is good news. That is good news.
Yeah.
We're getting a little fruity here. This is technically
Uh-oh.
not a strong enough hand to do this with, but it's also... Oh, gosh, a 4 would be unbelievable.
Exciting.
I feel like we could continue better. This is quite a weak flop, so there's a good chance they both totally miss this and they'll just give this to us. No, we need the 4. An ace would be really awkward.
So if it's an ace, do we back out, or is it too late to back out?
And the problem now is, like, can I realistically represent the jack? I think he's floated me here. I think he bets and I fold. And I don't think I can bet strong enough on that turn. Oh, he's bet really low. But he might have just hit this hugely as well. He might have gone in with like a pair of 5s and hit the 5. He might just be flush drawing, but if he is, I think I've got to give it to him. It's just getting too dangerous. It wasn't a good enough spot.
Yeah. Fair.
We made a play. It
Go
didn't
up
work
again.
out. C'est la vie. Oh, but now my number in the top right's gone down, Elliot. That makes me
No,
sad.
no, the number
the
wag.
number wag, no! Oh, well done, Pedro Jack. Well, this is why you should play Blood Bowl 3, because you don't get the dice boning. You just get
Yeah.
inexplicably ununderstandable emotes.
Genuinely, I love the new chat system. I really do. Like, yeah, it would be better with chat, I guess, in theory, but not for me. I love having no chat. It's amazing.
Thanks, Academical. I don't know how good it would be without Elliot here. Is the only.
Oh,
problem.
I don't think I've contributed much.
Oh, you definitely are.
So when do rebuys stop? Or have they stopped
In
already?
like 13 minutes. Sorry,
Okay, cool.
I'm going to defend this, but I need to decide. I'm thinking about trying to bet out on the flop. All right, we're all in. We're all in.
Like literally?
No, well, not us, but we're going to put him all in
Sure.
now.
Sure. Okay.
Because he's a much lower stack than us, so we can afford to bully a bit.
Yeah. So how come you bet 5,200 when he's got less than that?
Oh, because he can. It'll give me back the difference.
Right. Okay. Cool. Cool. Cool.
He's got like ace 8 here, something like that, and he wasn't prepared to gamble his last few chips, so we've just taken a really nice big pot.
Oh, yeah,
And
wow.
what we've also done is we've told him, you can't just raise me from the button and take my big blind for cheap, right? Like I'm here to play
yeah.
against you.
Sure.
Thank you. Maybe Black Swan. We got there eventually. We worked it out.
Damn this time delay.
Good to see you, Abby. Sorry I've been streaming the whole time.
Right? I need to go home, Zelda. Yeah. I was gonna go to mum, but I was like, why don't they?
Nice, and we just... Oh, wow, now we've hit Ace-Jack, which... You got to be careful not to fall too in love with hands like Ace-Jack, but it could definitely do a thing. If these two fold with the bigger stacks, and then we get some action from the little stacks,
Yeah.
we can run with them, because the little stacks are getting desperate.
Sure.
What we don't want to do is cripple ourselves with a hand like this against one of the biggest stacks raising, and there we go. And because the raise is out of position as well, it generally means he's more likely to have something. So I'm actually going to
Right.
fold this. Oh, well,
Yeah.
that makes it
Okay.
even easier. But funnily enough, if he'd gone all in on the 2,500 without that initial
Yes.
raise from the bigger stack, I'd be calling this.
Okay. Cool. Oh wow. Oh sorry. I'm getting excited here. Oh wow, he's done him.
He
Sorry.
did. He did. We'd have won, actually. We'd have hit a straight, but like you can't think like that, obviously.
No.
I would have rolled a 6 on the pass, Elliot.
Yeah,
should've
dice
made the pass.
hindsight. Love it. Although, of course, the cards that appear in poker are somewhat somewhat decided by the cards that you can see, of course, right? Unlike in Blood Bowl, every
Yes.
dice is independent, but not every card is independent.
You're sitting down.
What are the chip leaders? We kind of don't care, right? Is the interesting thing, because it's a satellite. Sometimes you'd be interested. Well, and you can still be interested, but it's less interesting. So the chip leader right now is on 60,000,
Ooh.
which is a lot, but it matters so much less because it's a
Yeah,
satellite.
yeah.
All we're trying to do is just sail along this river, slowly acquiring a small amount of chips just to keep up with the blinds, and sail into the tournament tomorrow. In theory. Poker never works out that way, but that's the theory. Oh, jack him. Oh, that'll do.
Ooh.
That'll do. He got his chips back that he lost that time
Yeah.
before with the queens. Yeah, here we go. Jay Bazza makes a really good point. I think this is what I was thinking, but too busy playing poker to
Okay.
explain well. Yeah, I think the delay means that not having a co-caster to talk to makes the stream itself a lot less interesting to watch, as you can't talk directly to chat.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's fair.
Yes. This way we get the best of both worlds.
Oh, we just got moved through the table.
We did! Oh no! All our reads on all those other players gone.
Yeah.
Oh, Zaki. What's
Hey, Ham. Good to see you, man. Yeah, Scrutch. Yeah, it is a laugh, isn't it? And honestly, doing it like this with you guys in chat and with a co-caster is actually really fun. It's a shame that I couldn't like have a permanent co-caster. Like there's no way anybody could do this.
What you could do with is
yeah.
a chat on screen, right? So that it's easy for the chat to tell which chat you're responding to.
Oh yeah, I've got that on Gamecaster. Yes.
It should be pretty straightforward to set up on OBS.
It should
obviously
be
not in
easy
the
to
middle
put that
of
on
the
OBS.
game.
You're absolutely no. We had a 7. Elliot, where was the psychic powers, Elliot? Come on. Man.
I'm sorry.
You don't know how much that pains me to let go of 9 8 suited.
Yeah, I thought maybe that was one that might going on.
Two in a row. 2 in a row. If I could do the 9-8 in a position better, I can't do the 6-5 in a position worse.
Sure.
I just wish they'd been a couple of hands later. Hindsight, right?
The funny thing is, that's applying to something else from 3 minutes ago.
Yeah, that was the 7-2 that hit 3 sevens, I reckon.
What was it? I don't know. Was that far enough back?
Yeah, actually, it doesn't feel like it's far enough.
Yeah,
Wow.
so,
hang on,
something
so if
before
I-
that even.
Oh, darn, and I'm looking on the other screen, and it's already gone. So, yeah.
Oh.
Don't... Absolutely, Zach. Absolutely.
That was the results-based analysis thing. Yeah, with a. You had a flush or something, right? A straight or something.
Oh yeah, the we had
That
the,
one,
the
yeah.
ace jack. It was the ace jack straight. Yeah, it was the ace jack straight. I remember. Yeah, just wait for the next one, Willie.
Blinds going up.
Oh, on me? Come on, man.
Oh,
Oh, okay. No, all is forgiven.
Ooh, wow.
We are now a big fat trap. We are a bear
Ooh.
trap, and they are the bears.
And because they think you might just be defending your big blind as well, right? But you
Oh,
actually
wow.
potentially. Ooh.
So the good news here is nobody does this with aces, right? Like this would be bonkers because you'd scare off too many people.
Yeah.
Okay, Jax, give me a diamond. Woohoo!
We've got him.
Yep.
Get out of town.
Get out of town. Yeah, it was really, really nice to be able to like eliminate the biggest possible pairs from that equation because
Yeah.
it made it a bit safer for us to go for that.
But do you say he can't have aces though because he'd scare people off? But what if he? But what if he was? Shit.
You want
What
to
if he was like
extract the chips more slowly if you've got something as strong as aces or kings, generally speaking.
Right. Okay.
His bet was what's known as an overbet. You're normally looking at people betting somewhere between 2 and 4 times the big blind, and his was way more. So
Yeah, but what? Could he be betting like that to make you think that he didn't have aces when actually he did?
the problem is that too often everybody's going to fold to you when you do that.
Right.
So
Yeah,
even
fair.
if you're trying to throw that deception in, like
Yeah.
it's still not going to have a positive effect enough of the time.
Yeah. So if he was trying to do that deception, it would count on you having exactly the hand you did.
Yes,
basically.
yes,
So-
exactly. Yeah, which
sure.
mathematically
Yeah.
doesn't add up.
Yeah. Fair. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Looks like it's working that way.
I don't know if it's not doing anything.
Press it. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's weird. Okay.
But you're right. Oh yeah, it would have been the batteries were working.
Yeah, maybe just crashed somehow. That's weird. Sorry, Mrs. Rat is having Xbox One controller problems.
Ah, sad.
Hopefully, she's just swapping the batteries over, but the
Yeah.
battery was working, like the light was on.
Is it wired controller or wireless?
Wireless.
Okay.
Sorry, give it here. Don't worry.
Just to put some on for a few minutes.
Yeah. Sorry, just put it in upside down.
Not heard from Jasmine all day.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Tell her what to watch on telly.
Oh, look at our number one, Elliot. We're in the 60s.
Yeah, right. It keeps flashing up green every so often. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but
Oh, the dreaded jacks.
ooh.
It
was about the straight. Sorry, Wally says it was about the straight.
Yep,
We'll work
yep.
that out in a second, Wally.
we worked it out in the end.
Yeah.
Oh, this is pretty good. This is about perfect because if we lose to this hand, we could seriously afford to. But the jacks are, or this hand, but the jacks are still pretty strong. You'd still expect probably to be ahead here,
Ooh.
and we are, and we've lost.
Ooh.
We need to hit the 10 or a jack. No, okay.
Oh.
But that's like I say, we didn't lose all that many chips, and it was
Yeah.
nice. Like for how much we could have won there. Like we were in a really
Yeah.
nice spot mathematically.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of almost like Blood Bowl. It's hard to deal with, right? It's like I made the right play, but I lost a load of chips.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you want to watch Care Bears?
I was in a really nice spot there because the guy still to act who could have shoved was sitting out, so I knew that I could call that and definitely see the cards. And also, we were
Okay.
getting hit like his big blind for free value.
Ah.
Unfortunately, we missed. That's poker. Zedok's here. No, it's a satellite tournament for the Sunday Million tomorrow, Zetok. So we need to win to have a bonus stream. Probably on even more delay, sadly. It was about time we got bad beat. It's fine. Oh, I was sort of hoping they'd. Oh, this is awkward. Like this looks like I'm stealing this, and I'm not. But also, my hand is not like ridiculous. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty pleased to just take that where we were.
Yeah, fair.
If a flop comes down and we don't hit a 5, which is like 1 in 7, if we hit the 5, we're insanely strong and it's super well hidden, which is so nice. But 6 out of 7 times we don't, and then I'm just like, well, where am I? Because there's definitely cards higher than a 5 out now, and
Yeah.
he could have one of them. Win your flip. 2 minutes, the blind's going to 300, 600. Late registration ends in 1 minute, Elliot. So
Oh, thank you.
the magic.
Oh,
six...
is that the?
Go on.
Is that sorry? Is that the big number in the middle, like at the top right? No.
What's the big number in the top right? What are you seeing there?
Next to where it says 95th out of 485. To the right of that, it says 1 minute.
No, that's coincidence. That's the blinds going up.
Oh, right. Sorry. Cool.
Yeah.
Right, but 1 minute. Okay. Oh, so 4:30. Right. Cool.
Good old English language. When you said big number, I was looking for like a 1,000 or something. And you literally meant a 1.
Yeah. But it's in large. It's large.
It is large. It is
font
big.
size.
It's a very big one.
It's the biggest number on the table. Well, maybe not actually. Maybe the card numbers are bigger. Fantastic.
1 is the biggest number that I ever seen.
Oh dear. Yeah, so when in 1 minute's time the no more people will join. It'll only be going down the number of people, I guess.
Yep.
I mean, I guess it's been going down anyway, right, already, but it'll be strictly going down then.
Yep, strictly going down. The only way is down, baby.
Mm-hmm.
And we're up to 67 tickets.
67, nice. So it's like you don't have to go too much further, right? You're 104th right now. It's kind of like it's not a million miles away from the threshold, right?
Yeah, but there's being 104th like when there's fewer players, and there's being 104th when there's so many players. Like it doesn't mean as
Right.
much. It's an equity thing.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, and Number Wang didn't like the Jacks loss, did it? And Number Wang definitely suffered from the Jacks loss. Thankfully not.
Need to lose to lower elo.
What's amazing is PokerStars can actually give you a leaderboard. Wow.
Oh, really? Holy
Greatest
smokes.
feature in gaming history.
That's pretty damn impressive. They must have
Right.
some incredible coders behind the site.
I wonder what the first ever game to have a visible leaderboard was.
Oh, it's like a very, very, very old game, right?
Like arcades, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
yeah.
Arcade games, yeah. We've regressed backwards beyond Pac-Man.
where all the names were like Nip and Bum.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh man, the absolute classic was Sex. Like every yeah, every other high score was Sex when I was growing up.
Fantastic.
Hey, Friday Clown. I parted my hair on the other side. Thank you for noticing. Yeah, just trying it out. Also, intermittently doing my best Sheffield accent impressions. Misnaming meal times. Claiming that the wrong big guys are best for teams.
Whoa.
That is such a rowdy push. That's absolutely bonkers.
Oh.
Like it's nice that people do that occasionally, because just occasionally you'll wake up with an absolute monster in the big blind, and then you can just be like,
Yeah.
cool, I'll take this.
Yeah.
Oh, fair play, Zadok. There's always a first time, baby. Large text number.
It's funny we get to laugh at the stupid things twice. Once when they happen, and then once when chat reminds us. Ooh.
The queen. Oh, hello. The queen's
Ooh.
sweating the flush by the end there, but they escaped. I don't. Oh gosh, if this guy bets, I don't like this ace queen. This is crazy borderline. Yeah, look at that. This is crazy borderline. Like, what's he min raising there from that position? And he's an awkward chip stack size. And then if we hit, he could have something better than us. This is a right nightmare. I can't believe I folded that, but this is classic satellite play, and it just feels like a real easy spot to lose a whole bunch of chips.
Yeah.
And never quite know where you're at in the hand. The ace hits, do they have ace king? The queen hits, do they have kings? Like you're just constantly lost in that hand there. And I don't think that player's been raising too much. This is PokerStars, Frowning Clown. Yeah, I really should try and give a bit more information on my stream titles in the future. There is a command though. If you type !Eliad in the chat, then Eliad will explain exactly as much as he knows is going on.
There are some numbers. It's a card game.
So I'm really out of date on poker, right, Eliad? So these days they all talk about ranges, right? You got to put your opponent on a range of hands that makes sense with what their betting pattern so far in the hand. And so every time they do something new, you can cut some of that range down to get a better idea.
Right.
And then you've also got to be aware of what kind of ranges you've been representing. I'd like to think that there was like some subliminal thinking like this when I was playing, but we never overtly spoke about that concept. And that's all they talk about now. It's like been the big thing over the last few years in poker. Yeah.
Interesting.
It's like revolutionized the learning. So,
hey, sorry.
No, I was just going to say I'm out of date. That's it.
That guy's got a Twitch logo.
Oh, nice. So he does.
We can
Can you find him?
Look at his
Find
stream. Yeah, look at his stream. See if he's got a delay on or not.
I was more thinking it'd be fun, but yeah, sure. We could raid him
I was going
afterwards.
straight to cheat for money. He's offline, sadly.
Oh, is he
Or,
offline?
well, somebody with his username is offline.
Boo.
Oh, no, here we go. Yeah, micro and small stakes poker player. Yeah, must be that guy, yeah. Cool.
Nice to know he considers us micro. I'd like to bet less than this because I think we're just going to get a fold round, which is sad. But I've been generally raising this amount, so I don't want to do that and then.
Ah, okay.
Oh, please don't have the 2.
Carry on watching telly. What's your tea?
Have the 5. Have the 5. No, but at least they called the initial raise, so we actually made quite a nice amount of chips off that. Oh my goodness, Elliot, have you seen how the overall amount of players has dropped since the rebuy started?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wowzers.
I've got an eye in it. Yeah.
Absolutely
It's dropping.
plummeted.
So, yeah, on average, people's stack chips will be getting higher then, won't they? Because it's the same number of chips
Yes.
in the game, right? Yeah.
Yes, and obviously to counter that, the blinds go up. So then
Yeah,
I'm like
yeah.
staying roughly the same, and then
Yes.
that's not cool. Like
No, we're going down basically. Right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
If
you're not going forwards, you're going backwards, which is a perfect analogy for like trying to learn in poker as well. Like if you get yourself to quite a good level, and then you're like, I'm happy with this. I'm winning a certain amount. I'm playing the game I like, but I don't really like the learning side of things. I'll just stop. Soon enough, you'll find that your results get worse and worse.
Yeah, fair.
This is weird. That's a bit of a weird. Why wouldn't he raise that? Would have been nice to hit something, but it might be like sometimes people like get aces. Oh, this is still really weird, but he could have hit that king and we've missed again. It's really nice. We've had 4 free cards to try and hit something with.
Yeah.
He might just have something like 6, 7 suited right, but he also might have
Sure.
had aces and been like really scared about not getting value out of them, and then people misplay and don't bet enough.
Yeah.
But if he does just have 6, 7 suited, then fine. I got to see 4 cards with a nothing hand from my big
Yeah.
blind that I thought I was going to lose anyway. So man, people are not 3-betting me enough, which is lovely. So 3-bet is when I raise the blinds and then they re-raise my raise. And you really need that occasionally when you think that somebody's just raising to steal. You need that in your arsenal. And
Okay.
luckily, so far, we're getting unbelievably rarely 3-bet. So I'm just picking my moments here and there to go, I'll raise the blinds, and then I get them.
Nice.
21 feet. My word.
Yeah, it's pretty long, right?
That's some wang. You wouldn't qualify for chalice with that.
No, you would not. No,
Yeah.
it's way too big.
Way too big. Yeah, distorter, right? But which is kind of really cool. But also, if you want to take it seriously, yeah, it can be absolutely maddening.
Oh, this guy's having a good old think.
Uh,
Oh, did someone just throw a snowball at him? What the
Rude.
heck? That's kind of funny.
All right, blinds are up again. Oh, that's definitely a hand for the cutoff. That's definitely a hand for the cutoff. It's an awkward middling hand because we'd raise a lot worse than this. So we got to think if someone plays back at us that they think, like if the big blind shoves, this is it. If the big blind shoves, we can call. Anything else, and from these guys, and I think we probably have to sheepishly back off what is actually quite a
Sure.
nice hand. Yeah, and here we
Ooh.
go. This is exactly what's happened.
Oh.
And then, unfortunately, we've got really
no.
unlucky, and they legitimate.
nine.
Oh, we've split. We've
Oh.
split. Unbelievable.
Oh.
Wow. Super lucky. Really unlucky for him. Such high cards came down that is Jack was illegitimized.
Wow.
Oh, Franny Clown, just a university football nickname. That when I open this account, if I can change my name to Rick Reckless, actually, I will do. Which is sad because I've had this name now for like 19 years, but something's
Sevens.
something's
Sorry.
got to go. Yeah, the magical set.
It's exciting.
It is. Keithavix is yet to be convinced that you know what's going on, Elliot, I'm afraid. I'm not convinced he's there anymore, Keithavix.
I was trying to think of something funny to say.
Ah.
I was just all out of funny. I'm sorry. I don't. It's boring, but.
Oh my! Look at these hands.
Whoa, yeah. Oh my God, wow. Wow. Oh, we got moved to the table.
And yeah, on we go. No one knows what a crazy lunatic player we are, so we can start bullying again.
Hey.
My favorite.
What's the little red dot just above Mr. Spock?
That's a good question. Bear with me.
Okay.
It might just mean it's us. It might just be representing that
Yeah, fair
that's
enough.
who we are. You don't
Fair,
have
fair.
to set your position on a table
Oh.
if you're multi-tabling. Like, you should obviously know your picture and your name and everything. But
Yeah.
but also, yeah. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Okay. Right, you know what? Let's... No, I am going to keep 3. The antes are so big these days. I quite like 3 times the pot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't hate that. It's so easy to like end up in against ace king and then you're just flipping a
Yeah.
coin for your entire tournament. Four eight of diamonds is my favorite hand, Elliot. So this was a close one to getting played.
So what is that based upon? Is that just like superstition or?
Yeah, entirely.
Okay, cool.
Or maybe more results based. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
sure,
it-
yeah.
it-
Okay,
I have
cool.
weirdly high rolled 4-8 of diamonds over the years, which
Nice,
might just
nice.
be like confirmation bias, or it might be a legitimate observation. But either way, there is certainly no legitimate theory or maths behind it. Like,
Sure. Maybe you feel more confident when you have that hand.
yeah, I could just play it outrageously well. Yeah,
yeah.
like know exactly where I am in the hand, feel like I'm representing something well. Yeah. Oh, Razors, baby, 20 months, unbelievable. That's a year and 2/3. Just 4 to go, you know it. Woo! Yeah.
Razors.
Playing a bit of poker to mix it up, Razors. I got a couple of interesting free tournament offers. We're on the second one now. We didn't do so well with the first one. It's actually the same tournament, but it was 2 tickets and we used one to rebuy. Thankfully, the second one's gone a little bit better. At least for entertainment purposes. We've got a long way to go to actually make it count anything money-wise. Use my throwables? Man, I'm so out of date with poker. I can't believe there's bloody throwables.
What? Like
That's-
the snowball that the guy throw? Is
Oh,
that-
Jay Bazza makes a really good point that like it's harder to stream snipe with Paolo 98.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
if I was Rick Reckless dash Twitch
Yeah.
TV or something, yeah, maybe I do need to keep it.
Yeah.
Like you obviously can still stream snipe,
Yeah.
but way you could because like maybe you should always be like checking Twitch for who's streaming.
Yes.
In
yeah,
theory,
yeah.
but probably very very few players do that.
Well, I don't know. Probably the bigger money you get, the more to it. I don't know.
This is weirdly like a vaguely close call because it's not that
Big-
many chips for
Yeah.
what's in the pot. But yeah, we have to let that go. Sadly, we have to try and take less risky chips than that.
Probably Oh, I was going to say I was too incompetent to get addicted to poker, but maybe that's not entirely true.
This
but,
might
but
be
yeah,
where we
I-
need to 3-bet. Sorry, 1 second. So like,
Sure.
so they're making this bet with a massively wide array of hands.
Hmm.
Darn it.
Oh shit.
Well,
Sugar.
It cost us, sadly.
You eat the last of that fish and then you can help Mummy Hoover finish the fish first and then cook it out.
I wonder if I could have check folded, check called the last one, or check raised. I could have check raised the flop, only because I hit like a small piece of the bottom right, and it's a shame to have let that go.
No, you didn't finish it all. You gotta finish it all.
But I'm pretty sure they have to have had the jack or a really big pair there. Probably the jack. I really think they could only have had the jack in that situation. They could have hit a set. They could have hit a set.
Hmm.
Had a pocket pair and hit the third.
Oh.
Oh, what a turnaround.
Oh, what he got. Wow.
What's our M? So, yeah, our M's like 6 or 7. We need to be trying to make a bit of a wiggle. No problem. Meep, Jim. Yeah, and now we're getting bullied.
Yeah.
We're just gonna have to shove in a minute. We're gonna have to pick our moment and go crazy. Probably when the blinds go past, but yeah, we're really gonna have to turn this on. This table has been way too tuned into our plays. Hi, buddy. Hi. You hungry? Mommy come in a minute. Mommy come in a minute.
Can I quickly Hoover in a minute?
Okay.
Zelda, good girl, eat your last bit of fish. Just wait for Zelda to eat your last bit of fish and then you
Baby brother go wow wow wow. 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 Oh, looking for a heart or a king or a queen, but no. Oh, we got an ace. That might have to do us if the raise ends up later in the table. No, it's too early. It's too early. And this is horrible because there's ridiculous value to enter this pot to see if we get really lucky on the flop.
Yeah.
But 1,000 is so much of our stack at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, we could hit a 4. All right,
Yeah.
we're in, guys. This is it.
Oh,
Let's go.
Oh my god.
Let's go. We can squeeze out the initial guy. No, he's got an overpair. The ace should be good, though. The ace or the 3 should be good, and we know the 4's good, so we've got outs. We do have outs. Or if they've got somehow got an ace-7. Oh, wow, re-raise? Oh, we're so screwed.
Oh.
For me.
No.
No.
GG.
Meep. Meep. Yeah, it's a real shame he had aces rather than kings because it took away like loads of our outs there. If it had been kings and jacks, we'd have had like 5 outs because any ace would have been good and any 4. Oh, sorry, that's 7 outs, 8 outs. I'll get there. No, yeah, 7. So, but yeah, it took away all our aces that we could have hit, which is a real shame. So we were just looking for the 4s.
That was really cool.
Yeah. Honestly, I had loads of fun fun playing it. And if I was to do this more often, hopefully shake off a bit of the rust at some point. But also, like I could get like a hand analysis. I think it's like Poker Wizard or something.
Yeah.
Or Hand Wizard.
Okay.
Yeah, and like analyze some of the hands that we lost chips
Sure.
on, and then get the poker tracker as well.
Yeah,
It felt really comfortable until those last few hands that went so badly wrong.
Yeah.
Then I'm surprised how quickly that. And it's the nature of like obviously the blinds going up, but also
Yeah.
it disintegrated really badly at the end there. But otherwise, up till then, it had we'd been really, really on it.
Yeah, nicely played. It was fun to watch.
There was Yoda and Obi-Wan on our table,
Yeah,
and we were Spock. So
Yeah.
we just the wrong franchise at the wrong time. It wasn't that rare moment where Wrath of Khan's reviews actually held water with Return of the Jedi. Let's just see if there's like a turbo or something. Still got a little bit of time here. So we're on 452. Oh, there's a $5 hyper turbo starting in 12 minutes, so we could definitely try that. There's also like oh, that's quite expensive though. I don't need to see more of that. There's a late registration $5.50, but that might go on quite a long time. Yeah, I don't see why we shouldn't try the Hyper Turbo for $5.
Cool.
I have some sort of reward crate going on. I should change to like screen capture here. I'm not so hot with OBS yet. What do we win? 50 cents of tournament money? Okay.
Congrats.
All right, we'll register this Hyper Turbo. And we'll do a spin and go, which I'm still not entirely sure what they are. But we'll try one of those now. A spin and go is a fast-paced 3-player tournament. Once 3 players are registered, a random draw decides the prize pool. Okay. Yeah, re-raise with Jax there was a bit of a surprise for sure. Okay, we got slightly bad value.
Oh, could I have the Discord again, please? Yeah, when you got a sec.
Community poker, Zedok. Okay, I'll bear that in mind. I wasn't going to, but it's a thought. It's a thought. Yeah, frowning clown. Yeah. Cheers, Jay Vazza. No problem, eh? It's how it goes. All right, we've got an ace in position. We've got a flush draw in position. Wow. I really hope he doesn't have a full house. Oh, baby. Fine. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. Queens. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Right, jump flip. I have and always will be your friend. Why do they keep giving me these weird piddly calls to make, man?
Well done. You alright with that now, love?
Yeah, until you're ready, yeah.
Do you think that he wants milk or shall I take Zelda for a minute?
When did he last have milk?
That'll be left.
Wondering why he oh well, here we go. Split, fair enough.
You don't want a smoothie? Well, I'm not offered you a smoothie. You don't know what a smoothie is,
I
though.
think we gotta go with this.
Are there any smoothies on the
Hoping that it's an ace that we're not behind or an underpair. But I think we got good value. It is an underpair. We haven't hit yet. We don't hit the turn. And we don't hit the river. Darn. So they're back in it. Man, that could have been close to being it. Oh, that was a donation. Thank you so much. I will look that up in a moment. Whoops. I think with a king, we just put him in here. Oh. Oh, no! 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 My king 4's worse than his king 4. Son of a gun. Man, this turned around on us fast. Oh, it's an anonymous $5 tip. Thank you so much. That's so kind. Whoever that was, very, very appreciated. You brought me into this tournament. Amazing. Woo! He needs to push me here. People need to be pushing me more. I'm stealing these blinds too much. Baby brother goes wah wah wah. 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 I'm just gonna give this hand up. I've played way too many hands. Ah, the 2 on the end. The 2 on the end. Sorry about the crying. Yeah, sorry, love. I think he would like a feed. Rick cards, baby. I got both children crying now. Woo! Are they rogues? Why? Like, the rake's normal. I don't think they're terrible value. It's just that they have jackpot prizes, right? So, generally speaking, you'll get... Well, it's 5 o'clock now, so I think you'll get up pretty early.
Zelda, don't stop messing up the living room. Do you want to come see baby brother? Do you want to watch a Pussycat video?
Lines are up. So yeah, most tournaments of these, you'll get slightly worse value. But then after that, you'll get, occasionally, you'll get like a ridiculously good value one. But I think on average, they're about the same as anything. Did we register in that other tournament? We did. It starts in 3 minutes. Cool. Ace 8 suited. Nice, nice. That'll do. Oh. No, it won't. Not against them. Haha, you're back. Hello.
Oh, I was here. I was just doing it to tidy up. It's not on the Discord.
Oh, sorry. Oh, darn it. Yeah,
Sorry.
please always remind me of this.
Yeah, it just it's intense, right? I didn't want to like distract you all. 'Cause it's so
No,
fast.
it's fine. That's easy to do now. I at least get that part. Oh, we lost
Okay,
on the river to 6s.
See, I distracted you and you lost.
Yes, yes. Bad, Elliot. Aw. Heart me.
hmm
Whoa. Heart me. Woo!
Hey! Easy.
Ah. They're so loose passive, this Vivek. Oh. Oh my goodness. That gives me more value to go in on it.
Ooh.
This is nuts. And the other one's starting up. No, this has not gone well. That's probably the wrong call. Yeah. Oh, so this is our chance to see how the two tables fare. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, hello. Oh, brilliant, love. Our friends just had a baby. Should have raised this one more. Right, did that change screen? In a minute and a half, that's what we need to see.
Oh,
Did it change screen
Oh,
for
on-
you?
on stream, of course. No,
Yeah.
it's still on your old screen on mine.
Still on, stayed on this one?
Yeah.
Players are on a break on the tournament that hasn't started yet.
Oh.
Oh, no, there we go. It must have just been some weird, like, just about to start message.
Okay.
Bottom pair. Oh, my word. The hyper turbo starts crazy.
I didn't know I was allowed to come in and distract you so you can lose.
Thanks, Jim.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How you doing, mate?
Oh, not bad, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, pretty good. Wow, way better, in fact, because like today's the first day I've been fully recovered from norovirus. So, woo!
Oh, glorious.
Oh,
Happy days.
that was meant to be all in. I have to call that now. I was definitely reshoving that. Oh, baby, woo!
Oh, this is nothing we can
Oh,
see, is it?
Can you see my Discord screen share, Jim?
Oh, right. I can watch it live. Oh, yes. Glorious. I didn't even see that.
As long as you promise not to poker snipe me.
No, of course not. I don't even know Paolo 98 is Rick Reckless.
Oh no!
Oh, diced.
This guy's so like passive. I should be able to beat them really just from. Oh, whoops! I'm first. Oh, straight draw. Oh gosh.
Yeah. not passive then, though, is he?
Yeah, that was understandable that they maybe stuck with that one. Oh, we're still going. We're still going, baby. Not done yet. Oh wow, that's amazing. They folded that. That was. Oh my goodness.
Oh, if only you hadn't got aggressive. You'd have been gone. No, maybe.
Well, legitimately slightly back in, right? Amazingly, from the absolute brink of death. For me.
Get a 4. Get a 4.
No, I can't. Can't waste 80 on that, sadly.
No, you can't.
Oh, I can definitely shove that, though.
Mm-hmm. Are you a poker player, Elliot? I can't hear Elliot.
Yeah, I think he must have gone again. For now.
It turned green and then he's put.
Oh.
Like, you know what I mean? The name's turning green, but can't hear anything. Oh, hey.
Nope.
Diced.
I know. Can't believe I don't hit a full house.
I'm not right. Like when you get those kind of hands, the kind of things where you could hit something, right? Like you could get like, you know, an 8-10 jack or whatever, you know, like just really.
Yeah.
You don't need all of that, but like something inconspicuous, right? Like a couple of 7s you could easily hit, or just a 7 and a 9. I don't know. Like there's
Absolutely.
a 9 high flop. There's lots of things where they're going to think they're 2 overs or like good against a 9 high flop or a 7 high flop.
Yeah, no kidding.
Like,
if he's got this, he's got this. I've just got to shove it. Yeah, right.
Yeah, like that. Like even that, right? Like just getting any of it is pretty good.
Yeah. That's a definite shove.
Oh, best hand in Riley's. Oh, 2 live.
Still in it. No, it's not looking good. No.
Ugh, diced.
Oh well. So can you now see this one, Jim? Like, do I need to like readjust my screen share for my other tournament to come
It's
up?
ended. The
It's
stream
just
has
ended,
now.
yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, so I'll. How about now?
Glorious. I can see everything.
So at the moment, if I'm streaming, I kind of just need to do one table at a time, or I need to like set them up in different areas of the screen. So and then just like screen capture, but that's not great.
You could also have like multiple scenes, right, with each one in a different scene and stuff, and then flip between the scenes.
Oh my word, that's not conducive.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
It's all right, isn't it? Yeah.
It's all right. Yeah, I think I would have gone to like 12, 9 or 12, right? Because you really don't want too much action. No, I'm surprised they've all folded. Like you could have easily had like, you know, 4-way on the flop there, and if it's 4-way, you're probably behind, aren't you?
Maybe because it's a satellite. I'm finding people pretty tight in these.
Wow.
Right, somebody please have a 10. Let's go.
Yeah.
Could do.
You may have already been stung here.
No, there's no. He's got the 10. The really scary thing is, I feel like I need to slow play this. But then he could easily hit. No, he's got too many outs. Yeah, there was no perfect situation there. No, without a shadow of a doubt, he had outs. So if we give him another card, that could be the end of our tournament. But
Exactly,
but
yeah,
he was
that's where I much prefer to isolate. You know, like
yeah.
I really don't like the min raise there, but it's okay, isn't it? Who can say if it's good or bad or right or wrong? There is more than one way to skin it. But it's true, isn't it? There's more ways to skin a cat.
Oh,
It's just
yeah,
not-
definitely,
That's just
yeah.
not what I would do. Kim Jong Tilt is a good name.
Of course, it's completely inaccurate. He's actually the greatest poker player that's ever existed. Elliot, are you still there, mate?
You didn't know the police?
Got 2 unders.
You never know. Definitely worth a bluff.
Well, you've hit one of them. Come on, another 6. Oh my god.
Somebody has to have a better piece of this that isn't going to let it go. Yeah, there we go. Thank goodness for that. That makes things.
It's horrible because even if you bet like a bit, someone's just going to re-raise you if you do. So all you could do
Or
is check
stay
the
with us,
flop.
and we're just we're not gonna end up taking the hand, and then do we try and raise more next time, or just let it go?
You could have spiked the 6 on the river, in which case,
Yeah,
you're probably good. But that's
true.
That's all you can hit.
Yeah.
This is a nice one to call, I think.
Yeah. This is really good value.
You could even min raise, I guess, but it's dangerous, right? with
Oh
him
yeah, no, I'd
calling.
much rather take the value flop. And now we know we hate it. Saying that, a non-king or queen club could end up winning a bit against a draw. No, there we go. There's a lot of these like third pot bets going on.
Yeah.
Like that. He's getting crazy value, but he probably did have the overpair because he was the first one in the hand out of position.
Yeah.
Gosh, we've only got like an M of 10 or 9 here. This is such an obvious like bluff raise if we raise this, but
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? I hate these kinds of hands. I know, like, it's what you should do, but
yeah.
it's always uncomfortable having to do it, isn't it?
Well,
and then someone else raises for you, like, oh,
thank goodness.
God.
Yeah, exactly. I cannot make the ball. No! Oh my goodness, Jim!
Well, maybe we were wrong.
Wow!
Oh my God! He went all in as well.
Oh,
He would have got the shock of his life.
he really would. He really would. Right, I got to stop being lazy. I got to start raising 2.5 rather than just clicking for the 3.
I mean, you could even go more, right? Because with 350 in the pot, wow. 350. No, pot wasn't 250. That was after you. But you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't 25,
Oh,
was it?
Sorry, Jim. I got tired children all of a sudden all over me. That's a nice 3.
It was. Yeah, it wasn't. Because like the big blind. How big is the actual big? Like, I always try to work it out what the actual big blind is, and it's
Problem
more
is
like
the
200
antes
more,
change it
isn't
so much, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's more like 700 big blind here, isn't it?
Oh, I see what you mean. So you factor in the ante big blind wise. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I do.
I do the old Harrington M. You're stacked divisible by the pot.
Mm.
Zetok, baby! 37 months. Absolutely amazing, mate. Thank you so much. That really is something. Wow.
Dance Revolution.
Keep going. Gently down the stream. Sticking your tongue out. Are you even on camera? You probably were on camera, actually, but... You're bigger.
I'm bigger, chat.
I'm bigger, chat. Whoa. Did you grow? Did we put compost at your feet? Did we plant you in soil to make you grow? You ate cheese?
Seeds.
Seeds? We planted
Ooh.
seeds in soil.
Yeah, not me, I seeds.
Oh, we didn't plant you, we planted seeds in soil. Okay.
No. Oh. Phew. That was a pretty good flop, to be fair, but wow, that was a ballsy play there.
Yeah,
Some might say
throw
reckless.
them out occasionally. These fives are interesting. They're quite nice for a 3-bet shove. Oh, wow, there we go. They heard me.
Oh wow, can see chat's reaction to the Jack 3 now. Love a call with like 4-7. Oh my god, look at this.
Give us the 5, baby. Sadly, someone's got to have the ace. Or even the button has to bet as if they've got the ace, right, is the problem.
Yeah, true.
Crazy
True, yeah,
check
yeah.
if they check this.
He's got the most chips as well, so surely he has to. But then I guess everyone thinks he has to. So if he doesn't, then it looks like he hasn't got it. So then someone, he might have the ace here and then deliberately not bet.
Oh, wow. He might have just given it. He's just given us value to chase the 5, Jim.
Oh yeah, more or less. Yeah. I mean, there is the
implied
heart as
value,
well,
sorry.
though.
Oh, that's...
Yeah, there's the heart as well. Yeah, that's the problem. See, he might have just had 2 hearts as well. Man, he might have like the king of hearts.
Well,
Might have had an ace.
I'm really tempted to check behind with the...
He might have nothing. He might just have like king queen or something. Like, who knows? Jack king off.
Trip
So,
6s.
wow.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, you're not bad at this game, are you, Rick?
I know, right? Yeah, lose some chips and then immediately.
Come on,
Come on, 3-bet me, baby. Oh, that could be a tempting hand for some low.
Mm-hmm.
Shove me with the 6. Shove me with a 4. I'd be shoving so much on this.
Christ. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's the fact that you're on the blinds as well. You could have had anything as well, right? So like you're on the button, you could have easily just hit a 6.
True. Yeah. True. Could have been. Absolutely could have been raising that with a 6 something. Why was I not reckless? I'm... Okay, love. I need to go and get milk later anyway. Oh, but you need one for Zelda right now. Yeah, that's legit a problem. I'm going to blow bubbles. Okay. Sorry, Jim. At this point, the stream's basically yours because I'm blowing bubbles for Zelda. I'll just about manage to click the cards.
No problem. I'll do the commentary. I don't know how people do poker commentary. It's so long since I watched it. But here we are at the World Series of Rick Poker. And Rick has 8,000 chips. I've got no idea what the average is. Oh, he's 81st of 98. So Doing pretty terribly. He's got King Jack under the button though. Yeah, that's a fold. I like to fold King Jack under the gun. It's I don't know. Did I say under the button? Under the gun. It's rubbish, isn't it? Oh, Queens on big blind is a lovely hand to see. Not quite strong enough, but stronger than what people would expect in the big blind position.
Zelda, I'm sorry.
Sorry, Daddy.
Yeah.
You may see some sexy counterplay here from Rick.
Again.
We'll definitely see a raise up to 2-4, maybe even higher. Oh, okay, we've gone to 2-4. But we've got the call. We've got no overs. Are we really going for this, or are we exercising some caution? He's not called Rick cautious. D'Lo is either folding or going all in right now, and D'Lo's already had a tangle with Paulo 98, so he might not believe him this time. Ooh, now we're open to a jack straight, but obviously we're all in. He's got the jack straight. He has hit it. Glorious.
Oh, is that Elliot back?
Sorry, no, I was here all the time. I was just.
I'm just ignoring you all.
oh, right. Well, I wasn't here all the time. Actually, I was gone for a couple minutes.
Yeah, we talked to you a bit. Hello, Elliot.
Oh,
How are
did you?
you?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I said hello. I said hello.
Yeah. We still like. Have you played any poker yourself or not?
No, I mean, like, not beyond, just with friends or something. Not. I know the rules vaguely, but I don't know how to play it.
No, we should have Blood Bowl community poker nights.
Ah, yeah, so you can take all my money.
No, why would you say that? Oof. This is a very nice button hand, isn't it? Pocket eights. Really
Yeah,
nice.
this is hidden pretty well. Oh,
No
okay.
8-4 diamond.
And that's a lovely protected raise kind of thing, isn't it? Lovely.
Oh, this is weird. So
Oh, does Rick want to raise? Oh, Rick does raise. Oh, I was quite happy going to 16 and seeing, but wow. Rick is getting very, very aggressive.
unfortunately,
We're all in on
we're in at this point. But we're definitely done.
I like the 1600.
Yeah.
I like the
I can't believe
1600.
they stuck in with the aces. Like that was very, very concealed aces. Let's say to flat call.
Yeah, it was risky for them as well because you're going to call, the big blind's going to call, like they're trying to win
Yeah.
like 4 ways or whatever. But obviously they get by doing that, it does disguise it. So it's 6 and 2 3s in a way, isn't it? Like it's the greedy way to play them. But
Yeah, I think on average it's probably a little worse, but on this occasion it worked exactly the best case scenario for him, didn't it? Unfortunately for us.
yes, yeah, it encouraged somebody else to isolate, which was the key thing, wasn't it?
Yeah,
So,
gave me value to shove, and
yeah.
once
That
I
was
make
the
my
thing,
raise,
and-
I'm definitely in.
Yeah. That was real. It was actually thinking about it. There's 3 people behind him, and if any of them have got anything, they're going to think he's just trying to get in. So yeah, it was a real good way to play it, but also risky. Like
Oh yeah. Like if we call and hit the set, or they nearly hit a big flop as well. The initial, well, I guess he hasn't got any chips behind, but yeah, if the blind calls and hits something big, then yeah, suddenly you've lost your entire tournament. So I don't like it in satellites especially, but I'm not playing. I've never played particularly good satellite poker, to be honest, and I don't think I was playing particularly good satellite poker today either. But I'm trying to shake off some of the rust. Actually, oh Zelda, I knew that was going to happen. Right. I need to go because I need to go buy some nappies, clean up the bubble liquid that's just been spilt all over the floor, and then look after the baby. So thank you so much for being here, Jimmy and Elliot. It's been really fun. Thank you, chat. Are you on now, Jim?
no, I just saw you streaming poker. I was like, wow, Rick's streaming poker. This seems interesting.
Yeah, cheers, man. And I'll definitely be tempted to try it again at some point.
Glorious.
Oh. Oh, well, we might be able to carry on. Sorry. Yeah, okay. Are you nearly done with Zach?
Yeah, he's finished feeding.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna cry when I put him down.
Oh, that's fine. I can handle that. Oh, sorry. No, okay. My apologies. Hopefully, not too many of you dived off. Then we're good to carry on.
I'm gone.
Say the line, Elliot.
Hi now.
No,
Flip me.
But we're not going though, right?
we're not going. So
Yeah. So, but not by now. What?
Don't
Dilator?
say it's over.
Oh, fuck, don't say it's over. Yeah, shit. Of course. I've got too many lines, man. I don't know.
You got two. Oh, glorious.
Are there any like sit and go satellites?
I thought about satellites. The problem is, like, obviously, like, I'm old and out of practice, so like,
Oh, I'm so
you know,
rusty.
while I
It's
could do a
ridiculous.
satellite.
Yeah. There's so much about poker I don't know anymore.
Yeah, so it's like, on the one hand, like winning a satellite and getting in would be really cool. Like, I think it'd be much better to like just get into a bigger tournament than it would be to get the money. But then on the other hand, if I got into a bigger tournament, I'd have to practice a lot and stuff.
See if we can find the big special Terry Square that'll sell lots of weed.
I don't know where she's just taking the lid to this one.
She's literally got it now.
All right, guys, just give me a minute and I'll see if I can jiggle Zach off to sleep, or at least settled enough in my arms, and then we'll look for a tournament.
Glorious. I just realised should have written in chat. Nobody leave. It's not over.
Oh yeah, of course. They talk to the past.
Now you look even worse not saying the line because I just typed it's not over.
God damn it.
Don't say it's over. Another busy Sunday for you tomorrow, eh, Elliot? We can
know.
plug you and me and PC right now.
I feel like I'm a bloody permanent fixture on OWAP on every other weekend.
yeah, glorious. So
PC just wants a chance to insult me some more, I think.
he might do, yeah. So obviously the clocks go forward in England on
Yeah.
Sunday morning, and then so at 1600 UTC.
Yeah, so it's the same English time for D&D then.
Yeah. So at 1600 UTC, which is 5 p.m. UK time, we've got D&D, and then at 2000 UTC, 9 p.m. UK is One World, One Blood Bowl, and Elliot's in both. What a legend!
Oh. Not the same Elliot though, of course.
Of course, it's Elliot the Nom in
Mm-hmm.
D&D. Well, I mean, still Elliot in D&D. It's just Elliot is playing Elliot the Nom.
No, it's actually Elliot the Nom.
Is it? All right.
Mhm.
So but Daedalquist is still Daedalquist, right? Just playing Flargles now.
Well, I mean, I don't know. That's up to Daedalquist, isn't it? Like, it's,
I mean, he hasn't got a tinfoil hat.
I'm bringing full commitment here. I am Elliot the Nom. I will be Elliot the Nom.
Elliot cannot remember his own branding. Oh, dear. Brilliant.
Poker.
I made a funny joke. It's not really a joke, is it? It was a funny honesty.
Hilariously honest.
A funny honesty. Yeah. Yeah, so who's it? It's you, Krista, and Gerian, isn't it, on OWAB?
I've not got a clue. I'm just gonna be sat there like, I don't know. I don't know. It's hard, isn't it? It's bloody hard. I don't know.
Well, I think the ranking's a lot easier than the matchmaking. because I think the ranking doesn't matter at all.
Oh, okay. Fair. Yeah, to some extent, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. The matchmaking is like the matchmaking is more important, right? Like it's like the match to match play is more important anyway, right? Than getting people into matches that they enjoy is the most important thing.
Indeed, yeah, like because like unless it's insane, any ranking is going to broadly have like whatever the rankings are, you and Art and Gdanik are going to be top of them, right? And Cruz, like like, that's obvious. Unless they're completely broken, like Number Wang was.
Hey, Dio in chat. Yeah, absolutely. That's what we were playing earlier. Unfortunately, I've kind of run out of time to play them now. So I don't think I'll. We played one twice. We re-entered once, but I think that's it for those, sadly. But appreciate the advice. Any more future advice? Because I might be playing more. Very, very welcome. Thank you. Guys, I might mute myself and leave you two to commentate for a bit because I've got Zach crying, which can't be the best content.
Okie dokie.
Thanks, guys.
So is that right? Well, I can't ask Rick a question instantly when he says he can't speak. Is this just a 3-man tournament? Is this the idea? Like just 3-handed? That's pretty wild. I don't think I've ever played just a 3-handed table before.
I think that's the idea. Yeah.
It's pretty wild, isn't it?
I have no idea.
I've got no idea how the money
ever
works.
game of poker I thought.
Oh wow, really? Wow,
I mean,
you
like
really,
actual poker. Yeah.
you really are a poker virgin.
Oh yeah. I don't know, basically.
Oh, you should definitely join in the No, honestly, funnily enough, right? It's better having people that know a bit. There was a guy that used to play poker with Wanger and I, and he had like read all of the books, and he's actually become a professional poker player at Dusk Till Dawn. But like because reading the books is good enough to beat all the idiots, like if you think of the average Blood Bowl coach on Blood Bowl 3, right? Like that's the average poker player. But the problem is they do mental stuff. Like beginners do lots of crazy stuff, and because they act so erratically, they can make such bizarre things that you just can't read them, or like you misread them because they're so bad. Whereas he was like totally ABC, middle of the road, know exactly what he's got at every. He might as well just have his cards on his head. He was like, for me and Wanger, it was brilliant getting in the same game as him. Also, he would put out the bad players as well, so you get even more from him.
The best poker player in the Blood Bowl community poker tournament doesn't fear the second best player in the Blood Bowl poker community tournament.
I mean, well, no, because I would fold every hand I was in. I don't know why I said that. I don't know what that implied. I was the best, which maybe I would be. I don't know how good Dio is.
Oh, I thought it implied you were the second best. I don't know.
Well, no, I mean, I would think I would be the second best behind Dio, but I could be the best.
How good is Rick? Is how good Rick versus Dio versus you? Who wins?
Too rusty. Oh, Dio easily wins out the 3, and yeah, I'm too rusty to be anything these days. But yeah, if I like committed to like a month's training again, I could get to a pretty good standard.
Better than Dio?
No. Possibly better than anyone else, unless they also commit to similar levels.
I've got literally no idea how good Dio is, to tell you the truth.
No, me neither. I've got no idea how good anybody is, to be fair.
Like, it's funny, isn't it? Like, I don't know. And honestly, even like the pros, that are better than you, I don't know how good they are as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, so it's like, obviously Phil Ivey is better than Dio. But how much better is he? And I don't know how much better Dio is than me. Like, do you know what I mean? Is he just marginally better than me? Yeah. Would I be better than him if I tried really hard for 6 months? I've just got no idea. I've literally got no idea. I've never seen Dio play or anything. Like with Blood Bowl, when you see people play, don't you? Like that's the thing. And like,
yeah, I mean, to some extent, it's still not like you versus Dio, for example. In Blood Bowl. I don't think that's completely obvious. Like, I don't think I'd be able to watch a couple of games and like, oh yeah, Dio's definitely better, or Drew's definitely better.
No, true. But you'd have an
I don't
idea
even-
of our
I don't
skill
even-
levels, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but relative to each other, it's still a damn close call. Like, even right now, I don't think I could say which one of you is better at Blood Bowl.
But we're close. You know,
Yeah.
if we were playing poker, you might see that like Dio wins 90% and I win 60%, and then it's a
Yeah,
pretty easy call.
for sure.
But I've literally got no idea about Dio's level. Literally no idea. And does only the winner get money in a 3-man sit and go? That's kind of the only thing that makes sense, I guess.
I guess so.
So yeah, got to be very aggressive. Very aggressive, which I don't really like, to be honest. Like, I'll do
No.
it if I have to, but I don't. I much prefer like trapping and everything. But though, to be fair, I really do like eliminating people. I really like eliminating people. I like that. Like, there's ones like headhunter ones or bounties where you, every time, say you like pay in a tenner, and every time you knock someone out, you get an extra $5 or whatever, or
Nice.
things like that. And I like those ones.
Like to see the look in their eyes as you destroy them.
Oh god, man, the best one. I'll never forget it. I was playing poker at the Grosvenor in Newcastle, and this guy had pocket aces, and I knew he had pocket aces, and I had like 4-5 or something, and I totally missed. I got nothing. I got literally nothing, right? And I can't remember what the board was, but it was. I had none. I think I even had the board. I might have even just played the board, right? And then I made the guy with aces fold. And the guy next to me was like, goes full house, and like points at me and points at my cards and goes full house. And I went nearly, and tipped them over, and the guy just looked like he'd been kicked in the bollocks. It was so bad, and I shouldn't have done it really, but I just couldn't resist because I was so proud of myself.
Oh, you mean you shouldn't have shown the cards? You mean?
No, exactly, because actually, you should never give anybody free information. Not that I made him feel bad. You just shouldn't give anyone free information. So then I just started never giving free information after that. But it was worth it.
It removes the smugness, right? Like you've got to, it removes the, you've got to have the complete taste of victory, the full domination.
Yeah, that was the thing. That's what I wanted. That's what I saw, and I did see it in his eyes, and it was glorious. But it was suboptimal. It was the suboptimal play.
Yeah, we're worth it once in a while, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Rick's hanging in here, isn't he? I've just seen that he was down to 177 at some point. Haven't really been paying much attention to the match here. But with a double up or two, Rick's straight back in this. Oh, we've got 1 over versus 6s. Now heads up. So yeah, on double up, Rick's on 7 and he's on like 6 and a bit, and he's on about 6. So 1 double up and we're level here. Dio. No, but do you know what I mean though, Dio? Like I just don't like. I haven't got a clue.
What's a fish?
Someone who's bad, basically.
Okay.
And like a shark is someone who's good.
Oh, okay, I see. But
And then you've got
shark is a
like.
fish.
Well, yeah, shark is a fish. Yeah, really, it should be like it should be like a killer whale or something rather than a shark, shouldn't it? But there
a
you
killer
go.
whale and a shark.
Yeah. Ooh, here we go. I reckon Rick will get spicy here. No, he won't. King 5 suited isn't terrible. Isn't terrible. Oh, we've got something.
Ooh, oh yeah.
I mean, we haven't got the flush draw, which would have been nice, but we've hit something. Unfortunately, if he's hit anything as well, it's bad. Also, there's a chance of the hand being counterfeited.
Ooh.
Diced. Gus Hansen. Gus Hansen. I think Gus Hansen either lost everything or lost lots in one year. Like I think in 1 year he lost like 5 million or something. I don't know if he's like penniless now. Yeah. Because it's basically never worth playing poker, like for how much money you've got, like to do it safely. Basically.
Yeah.
So either you've got to play beyond your means.
Yeah.
And don't get unlucky. Well, not beyond your means, but you've just got to not get unlucky, basically. But you kind of like, if you're playing totally safe, it's never worth your time, unless you just like it a lot. So obviously, Gus Hansen played beyond his means to make it worth it. Yeah, exactly. Archon. Yeah, there's not a lot of skill in this. It's just mostly. You've obviously got to like assess how your opponent plays in the short period of time and think what you can get away with and stuff. But there's still a bit to it, right? But obviously not that much. Mostly just get a bit of the flop and see if you win or lose. Oh, going for the 9. Let's go. Oh, hit the 10, but he'd got the king. Diced.
Oh, what happened? Oh, we lost.
We lost. Rick had an over and a good shot straight draw, but unfortunately his opponent had 2 overs and nailed them. It's an interesting format. This, I guess, it's kind of good for like the end of like finishing tournaments in a way, like doing these kind of things, because you're getting like more practice at than 3. Like I guess it would be a good tool in your practice locker, if you like. You kind of accelerate into the end game. Because I guess what people can do is they could go from like make half of things but then never finish kind of thing. So I guess if you're having trouble finishing, this would be an idea to do. Just get more comfortable with a 3-way. I think it's always uncomfortable though. Maybe it's different for Dio, of course, the pro player here. I mean, to be fair, I was a pro player basically. And Rick said he was, doesn't he? I think it says in his bio he was played professional poker profitably for 2 years. So Rick's done it for 2 years, I've done it for 1 year, and Dio's done it for many years. But the problem I had with it was just literally you either play too risky or it's not worth it. And so I just noped out because I felt it was too risky. Oh! He's only bet 20. What a scumbag. Ah, diced. Two 7, probably not the worst hand in this format, right? 2-7 is the worst on like a big say like probably 6-handed. 2-7's the worst, and then
like literally the worst.
Yeah, the worst hand because you haven't got like they're not connected and they're not high.
Okay.
But then when you get like down heads up, 2-3's the worst just because it's low, or 2-4 maybe. I don't know. But like high card gets a lot more value then.
Okay, right. So the connection part is less important.
Yeah, when there's less people, yeah. And the higher card is more important. Blinds aren't very much, but then I guess the stack isn't much, is it? So, but again, on double up, we're pretty much level. Not that Rick should purely be playing for a double up, but the problem is at this stage, like you've got the chance of just getting played out, right? Like that's the problem.
What's a double up?
So if Rick goes all in for 300, well, 425 now. He will double up to 850. Because like he will win and his opponent will lose.
Oh, I see. Okay, fair.
Yeah, so there's lots of situations where like with like if he doubles up, he's like the other guy's pretty much screwed, right? Well, not screwed, but he'll take 400.
Big swing.
And then now suddenly Rick's ahead if he doubles up. So like while he hasn't got the other guy's got like 3 times as many chips nearly. On a double up, they'll have about the same chips. So here we go, and Rick's going for it with a dominated hand. But if he gets a 3 or a 2, diced. It's funny as well because like the as Archon says, it's all about using HUD software and tracking all this kind of bollocks online. It's pretty lame online, honestly. It's much better playing in real life, and like I tended to do better in real life, and obviously you can see your opponents and play the opponents.
Yeah,
like
the RNG as well, right? Like the cards just don't come out in the same order online.
Yeah, there's many negative Steam reviews. It's right though. That is true though, in a way, right? In that the people complain about it the same way because obviously you play like 10 times as many hands, and this, like that's it's the volume of hands.
Yeah.
So people literally say, "Wow, what the hell? This is rowdy from Rick. Why did he do that?" Rick Reckless.
Oh shit! Is it out?
Yeah, I don't know why he did that. He decided to bluff. He was reckless. Maybe he misread his cards. Maybe he's distracted by real life. Who knows? There could be any number of reasons. I mean, he is muted because he's distracted by real life. So, yeah. So like that's the thing. So lots of people like you play so many more hands online than you do in real life. That people obviously people complain and say, "Oh, this is stupid. This never happens in real life." And it's like, well, no, because in an afternoon of playing online, you've probably played more hands than you've played in your entire, a whole night at a casino. A whole night in a casino. Like I don't know, 6 hours in a casino or whatever, and you'll play that, in maybe 45 minutes, especially if you multi-table as well. Like you can multi-table. Like I used to do 4 tables pretty regularly, and now with multiple. Oh wow! Whoa, it's Goliath.
Nipples.
With multiple monitors, you could go for a kind of an easier. You could go for not an easier. You could go for more. Like you could go more.
Yeah,
a more sensible distribution. Like I did 4 because I could fit 4 onto my screen, basically.
You just play less risky, right? Just because there's more in total coming in.
Yeah.
You can just go for you don't have to go as big, right? But then I guess you're doing more anyway.
It just gives yourself less chance to think about it. Like I mean, you played the Blood Bowl, didn't you? With the you played the 2 games of Blood Bowl at once, so you can just do that with
the K-Fu move. The K-Fu move.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, it just means that you can like risk more and win more, right? Like it just because at the end of the day, it's probably easier to find 6 $50 tables than it is to find one $300 table. Though the $50 tables might be better standard than $300. Because higher stakes doesn't necessarily mean better players.
Do you get the big rich people who can't play poker going for the big money tables, and the sort of the professionals going for the smaller ones to some extent?
Yeah, to some extent, yeah. Like the grinders, like the big grinders, kind of have to go for volume, right? Like that's the thing, because they want to be consistent. They don't want to scrub out of let's say 2,300 buy-ins in a row. That becomes problematic. But they can scrub out of $50 ones.
That sounds problematic as well to me.
Yeah, that's the way you've got to do it, though. At the end of the day, that's. you've got to accept that that's a possibility, and you either play too risky or you don't play too risky, basically. And like you probably need more than that, but I can't even remember. I knew a lot more. To be fair, yeah, I'm probably pretty rubbish at poker now. To be fair, I don't know how. Like I never really tried hard to be good at poker, but like I at least read a bit and knew a bit. Whereas now I don't read anything and don't know anything and don't play anything. So
Yeah.
It's interesting that Rick isn't. I don't know if Rick's just not sharing. I don't know if he. Okay, I think he is still playing.
Well,
It's just.
how do we? There's no way to know, right? Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Here we go. Oh, he spiked the 5! He spiked another 5!
Oh,
Man in the world!
incredible, Jeff.
Rick loves getting in a dominated ace situation, but this time he pulled it out the bag. Glorious.
Oh,
Oh wow, 3, 4, 5, 6 would have been nice if it was a small thing in.
it goes so fast. These fast ones.
Yeah.
It goes really fast. He started off on one of these. I was like, "What's happening? I don't know what's going on."
Yeah. And that's the thing, like, if this is like real life, then it just takes so much
Yeah.
longer, like people just sit there and they count up all their chips and they look at their opponent and they look at their cards, and it just takes forever when you get to this stage. Oh, this is sick, isn't it? He's got 2 pair, but he loses to a 6.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
it's a bluff. Glorious. Glorious. Oh, raising to isolate. He's got 2 live. Still got 2. Okay, hasn't got 2 live anymore. Oh, he had the flush. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Never mind. There was a diamond and a heart, and he missed anyway. But still, great chip stack, innit? 850, 2
yeah.
300s.
Big chips.
Big chips. Fish and chips.
Yeah, those really like those thick cut ones, not like the fries or whatever they call them. Big chunky chips.
Yeah, fish and chip shop chips.
Yeah.
They're the best. Phew. Yeah, you can't even call 30 with that. Tragic. God, that feels bad, doesn't it? When someone bets 30 and no one calls, it's like, God, what terrible hands everybody had. And this is interesting, right? This situation is obviously Rick has got way more than everyone else. So, like, he can bully, but also he can just wait to take someone out as well. So, like, it's an interesting situation because if you try and bully and fail, then all of a sudden you've let them in for cheap, and it's oh wow, he's okay. Well, this guy's maybe going out here. Just depends what the kicker is. Or he's got queens or 6s.
Ooh.
He's got a queen. Get out of it.
Oh! Absolute scenes.
Oh no! Diced. Oh no! That was more Rickamus Black than Rick Reckless. or Ricky Fantastic. That was awful, wasn't it?
Most diced man in poker.
Comedy mega that was. And he was basically drawing dead with the Queen 10 as well, because if he got the 10, it would have been, Rick would have had a better 2 pair. So he was only the Queen he was drawing to. Almost drawing dead.
I like how, I guess it means big blind, but it says post BB sometimes.
Yes, yeah,
Right,
yeah.
Are you in the post BB stage, do you think, Jimmy?
I am, yeah. I declared it earlier this morning or last night. Yeah, I am in post BB stage now. Yeah, I'm done with it, and like I'll try and do I'll try and do some coaching and some casting, but I'm not
you're doing
playing
the.
Blood Bowl 3.
It's tonight, isn't it? The draw.
Yeah, now it's time.
An hour, nice. Give me a good one, Jimmy. Come
Give me a what?
A good one, a good draw. Give me a good draw.
Oh, a good draw. Sorry, I was
Whoa, whoa,
Like,
whoa,
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 come
whoa.
on.
Well, come on, this is Rick's stream, Jimmy. Come on, calm down, calm down.
Oh, I actually thought Rick had 4-5 then. I was like, oh my god, we'll look at dog, but he didn't have 4-5. Yeah, I was a bit bamboozled there.
Cover your ears, chat. Cover your ears.
Unfortunately, Elliot, I am not in control of the draw, so
No.
um,
Dice.
yeah, I won't be able to do anything for you. Oh, this is a nice one.
Oh, he's.
You might get the guy now because if the guy's got an ace, he calls and he's losing. Okay, so 2 live. Oh.
Ah! Sorry.
Club though, club.
Ah!
Yes,
Oh my god!
yes,
Wow.
glorious.
It's quite exciting, isn't it, Poker? I don't know.
It is, yeah, I think so.
I guess it's better if you like invested in somebody a bit more. Maybe makes it more interesting.
Yeah, and when you've got lots of money involved.
Oh yeah, sure. If it's your money on the line, then I guess it's very exciting.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't really like the way Rick played this. I think with pocket eights, he probably should have, either tried to get 50-50 to get the guy out, or raised it up more. But
Ooh,
who can
lots
say
of
if it's good or bad?
spades.
We're flushing, yeah, we're flushing here, and Jack High flush is likely to be the best flush.
Ooh.
Woohoo! We're straight flushing here, an eight of spades. We get the absolute nut.
Surely the guy's Surely he's thinking that there's a decent chance that Rick has all those spades.
It's probably more that he just had nothing, honestly.
Yeah, sure.
If he had top pair, he's probably at least calling there, and then obviously Rick would hammer up the bet at the end to get him. Rick does like going all in with an ace.
Oh yeah, wow. Oh yeah. He can't go out though. Yeah.
He can't go out this time.
Ooh.
Ooh, 2 live.
Oh, it's like.
Oof. Yeah, I think that's why this guy's calling him, because he's seen Rick like go in with those kind of hands before, so he knows he's probably going to have 2 live. And he might be dominated now. This could be a dominated call. No, so it's getting 2 live for Rick this time. Ooh, 10.
No.
Diced. Well, I think that was a bad call from him with the ace 4. We've seen Rick go all in with like ace 7, ace 10, things like that. Instant all ins from Rick. The ace 4 call was it was asking a bit much there, but I guess probably playing by the rules. It's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Don't know. It's a funny old game, chess poker. It's a funny old game, and there's some things that people play are just like following rules and stuff.
Yeah. Do your safe blocks first.
Yeah. It's weird. Like, it's really weird. Like, because and all the rules are there to be broken as well. And like what bad players don't realize is you've got to tell a story in that, haven't you? With like how you play the hand and stuff.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. Like, I know that's like the next level kind of stuff, right? Like when you get.
I don't know what the levels are. Actually. I guess the levels are knowing the rules. Knowing the rules is the first one, right? Like literally knowing which hands are better, and like knowing that you take your up to 2 from your hand and up to 5 from the board, and you make the 5.
Yeah.
So like how you make the hand, and then the rankings of the hand. That's the step 1, isn't it?
I've basically got step 1 down.
That's step 1. And then you've got like, then I don't know what the steps are. I literally don't know what the steps. It's interesting because I don't know what the steps are.
But
at some stage there's lots of things that get added to it at various points. Like knowing the outs and stuff, knowing like, about the blinds and positioning particularly, and like, bet sizing, bluffing, all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. Because a lot of people you'll see, they'll play like they've got nothing because they've got nothing. Like, bad players have got nothing. They'll play like they've got nothing, then they'll just stick a big bluff in on the end because they'll think if I bluff, they'll fold.
Yeah.
and then their opponents will be like, well, they're a new player, they've got nothing, they've played like they've got nothing, and now they've just randomly
Yeah.
dunked all their chips away, and so they'll call them off, and then the new player will be surprised. Well, how could you call that much?
Yeah.
And it's like, well, I didn't believe you. Because you were bad. Whereas if a good player had done it, you'd think, well, why were they checking now, and why have they bet so much now?
Yeah.
And so that comes in like by not telling a story is a way, like that's what I would say is the next level, is like not telling the story as well as telling the story and telling incorrect
Yes.
stories and stuff like. So it's super interesting.
Representing, Rick said, like he says, I'm going to represent that I've got an ace or something like this.
Yes, yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah, that's like the telling the story kind of thing, yeah. Yeah, I think Rick is... Yep,
no.
here we go.
We're in again.
We're in. We're in. Oh, lovely hand in a 10-man. If this was a 10-man table and you had 4,000 chips, this would be a lovely hand to get in the first one, I think. Because it gives you all sorts of things you can do.
Mm.
It's not bad in 3 players, but I mean, it's 9, he's looking pretty good. Mm. Did Bully Rick Dudley?
Yeah, I'm struggling with that one too. I think he's saying he bullies a lot when he's the chip leader.
Maybe. I mean, that's what you kind of should do, right? Like that's a lot of the theory is. But then on the other hand, I don't like letting my lead slip either, so I tend to play. I probably, err on playing too tight. But it just is what it is, isn't it? At the end of the day, there probably is room for play styles to an extent.
Yeah, it's interesting because what poker has that the Blood Bowl doesn't have is that there's no hidden information like in Blood Bowl, and there is in poker, of course. So.
People say this. I think it's totally not true. I think because you don't know what the dice results are going to be in Blood Bowl, it effectively functions as hidden information.
Okay, but so different levels of information. Like neither of you know what the dice rolls will be in Blood Bowl, whereas some of you know some of the information in poker, and others of you know different parts of the information.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Like there's hidden information that's hidden from person, like asymmetrical hidden information, whereas there's symmetrical hidden information.
Yeah, that's an interesting slant. So then the next question is, does that matter? And it might do, but I don't instantly know.
Yeah, it does kind of, right? Because I think it should, because...
Am I going to answer full house here?
Because you can feign, right? Because you can pretend. Yes. You can represent. You can't represent in Blood Bowl, can you?
No, you can't. You can't bluff anyone. I mean, I guess that's... Oh, God. I guess that's kind of what potatoing is bluffing, isn't it? If you just potato, that's bluffing.
Is it?
Kind of, right? You kind of bluffing when you potato away. Because essentially if you're saying that the dice are the hidden information.
What's that trying to get from that?
Oh, right, I see. Okay, Yeah, fair enough. Yeah,
Because you don't know you're going to power them.
yeah. It's but is that even bluffing though? Because can you really bluff if you don't know either? Like, is it bluffing if you've got a good hand? You just don't know it.
It's interesting, isn't it?
Huh. I've got a ticket for a free roll from 2010 in my account, ready to go.
No. Does it still work?
Well, the question is more: does the tournament it's for exist? Which I seriously doubt. So, yeah, they just seem to have forgotten to put an expiry date on that. I'm really gonna have to go now because I'm gonna have to deal with Zach. He's definitely not a happy bunny, bless him. I finally found where all the tickets are and stuff, though, Elliot. Like the rewards. So that's good. What on earth a reward store? Sorry, I thought it said reward stone.
Reward store.
Do not reward store. He does not deserve it.
Well, what is this? Lex Live Poker Community with this handy pop socket. I'm close to being able to afford a pop socket. No, I'm not. I'm miles off being able to afford a pop socket.
Sad.
Nice.
I'm even further off getting a skateboard deck. There's something at the bottom that I can't even scroll down to for some reason. Anyway, yeah, thanks so much, guys. Jim, if you're not coming on yet, I could raid Dimmy, who I reckon will raid you for the draw.
Oh, glorious. Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, okay. Nice one, mate. Thanks very much for being here, and Elliot and chat. It's been really fun. Sorry, I'm now trying to talk over a really upset Bevy that I'm going to go take care of. My apologies.
Cheers. Good night.
Yeah, cheers, guys. See you
Cheers, everyone. Woo! Mature audiences only, which is ironic because the stream is the least mature streamer I could possibly raid. See everyone.
Banter.
It's a compliment. It's a compliment.
Oh, well. Get your banters.